8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to the pre-show for the Yellowjackets season 3 finale. Who's excited?
I am.
Guilty.
Whoa, obsessed.
Can't wait to see what happens. You know they're going to leave us with some extra questions, but you know we're going to get some crazy revelations also in this finale.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So what do you guys?
Go
ahead.
I was gonna say I hope another one of Maine doesn't go. Like another one of the main girls.
Character?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? That'd be too much.
What were you gonna say, Jen?
3?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. We've already lost so many characters already. Like we were all on the same track. We already lost so many characters. Like what other main character is gonna go? I know Felicia, we've been mentioning the Discord. I just want Shauna to die, but I know she can't because then the story won't really keep going. But she's just such an evil person. And I know this is awful, and I'm a mom and a teacher, but I really want Callie to take her out. I know that's awful, but I kind of really want Jeff or Callie to take her out. And
I agree.
So
I agree.
Not yet, Orlando.
Right? But... Orlando, that's right. The clock is ticking. I'm just looking down. I just need to know what was on that phone, like that Misty saw. I need to know what's going on. I mean, there's still a lot of left open-ended questions still that we need answered.
Yeah. Do you think he planted like fake info on there?
Oh, for sure. The way he sat there and drank that martini after he like shaved in the chocolates, it looked just so suspect and set up. He knows all that like tech stuff. He would have like erased it. Don't you think?
Of course. Yeah. I think he knew what he was doing. Yeah.
So
Fletch?
Did he set her up so that way he can beat her to the next move or get her in a certain place? Or is he setting up because he's been behind this whole thing? Like, whatever. So like that's kind of where I'm.
He's not behind the whole thing. Yeah, I love Walter. There's an explanation for whatever happened with that phone. Fletcher, good to see you. Did you change your name on YouTube, Fletcher? Yeah.
Three-eyed Raven. Ooh.
Yeah. Game of Thrones now. You were the Fromaholic before. Yeah. But yeah, Orlando, we're just getting excited. It comes out at midnight. Just hanging out, talking theories, whatever you guys want to talk about. You guys can lead the conversation. Whatever you want. Always changing. My bad. Okay. Hey, do you, man? But yeah, we're here to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I just brewed up some coffee. So I'm going to be up late. I'm going to watch tonight. Felicia and I are going to record early tomorrow. The season review episode, season finale episode from Scene Invaders will be out probably around 5 p.m. Because we got to edit it and everything. But yeah, we're pumped, man. We're pumped. I can't wait to see what happens next. But then I'm a little sad that it's over.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm a little sad. I'm not ready for it to be over yet.
Yeah, it feels like all our shows are ending. I just don't want this one to go to.
I know. I'm really hoping that tomorrow we'll get like a renewal. Like we'll find out about if the season 4 is renewed. I can't see them not renewing it, but
it's gonna be.
I would love that. It has to, right?
It has to.
No doubt about it. Yo, Fletch, how about you pop on Orlando? I'm gonna read your message in a second. Fletch, how about you message me in the Discord if you want to pop on real quick and you can talk about this. You can talk about it if you want. No pressure. If you don't want to come on, that's fine.
Come on, Fletch.
If you want, message me your email on Discord and I'll send you an invite and you can talk about what you're talking about this. Because he's saying, everyone out there, that you got to rewatch season 1, episode 1 and season 2, episode 4. And apparently they are a must watch before the season finale. So we'll end in time for you guys to watch both episodes. If you're watching this on Rewatch and you didn't watch yet, maybe you can do that before you. Yeah, because a lot of people are going to watch Friday night when they get home from work. So if you didn't know that, maybe you want to check that out. That have seen the episode say those 2 episodes really matter. And if Fletch does message in the Discord and I don't see it, let me know because I'd love to have him on to explain that because he did watch both. Orlando.
Yeah. I only watched the first one. Okay.
Didn't think that Walter could let Misty with that info on the phone. I like that theory. Yeah. There's some. I hate it because I want Walter and Misty to get married. So I hate that I'm thinking this way, but there's something up. What I mean, what made her make that face and have that type of reaction? You know?
Yeah,
So-
it would probably be like a phone call from someone, right? Like she sees like the call phone, like the log, or she sees like a photo of something. But I do feel like he's just smart. He already had the phone. You know, I feel like he did plant something in there or put something in there to like mislead her, or maybe I don't know. But I feel like he obviously has looked at the phone already, so he knew, you know, what was going to be on there either way.
Well, if he's setting her up to go somewhere, so let's say he planted it so that he's calling Callie, or like that it's on Callie or on Shauna. So he wants her to obviously go to confront them because he knows how Misty is. So then what is his motivation to get them all in one spot, you know, and to get them all together? Hey,
love you more.
Yeah,
love you more.
I've seen a bunch of people say he's just trying to like isolate Misty too, like just get her on her own for himself. So I could see him like slowly trying to like hunt down each one or make each one look guilty or something just to like separate her from them, to make her hate them.
Looks like Fletch may be coming on to explain this phenomenon. That would be interesting. Margaret, good to see you. Are you in the Discord, Margaret? You're a member, and I don't know if you're in the Discord. If you're not, let me know, and I'll send you a link because you deserve to be in there. You remember Yamez, he's in the Discord. What's up, my boy? Yeah. So, what are you excited to see? What are you hoping will happen? I'm myself curious what's going to happen with Melissa. Now, she just ran out that door. She ran out that door, and she's got a target on her back.
Yeah, I think she's dead, to be honest.
But it's very confusing. I need a Discord guide. Yeah.
Aww.
I say hi every now and then, so I know you're in there. But yeah, we can get you a guide. We can get you a guide.
I feel like oh my god, I feel like Melissa though. I think in the season with the finale trailer, Felicia and I are watching, Ty makes a comment like she's gonna be the last one standing. We don't know who the she is, but just the way Melissa took off, and now she kind of has like a read on all of them and where they're at, and they really don't know nothing about her because she was been able to keep up this facade for so long. But mind you, she's known where they are. Like Ty thought she had this whole upper hand the last 2 seasons by tracking everybody, but it's really Melissa that's got the upper hand. So I would love for the finale to bring back one more survivor. And I know if Fletch is listening to me, I know that he and I really want to kill it to come back.
He just said it.
Another survivor to come back.
He just said it. A lot of Akila's live theories been coming out lately. Yeah,
Fletch, you were the first. I give you kudos. You were the first.
I could see that happening in a
or even Jen, since they mentioned her and her part, like she's been having a little bit more of a role, but we feel like we still haven't gotten that much backstory on her. So
that's true. We don't know anything about her.
Girl.
They said they said she was dead when they said Melissa was dead.
Melissa was dead, right?
Yeah, obviously she's not, but I would guess that they're right on Jen. You know,
I would assume, but
I wonder if she died there or like after.
Right. I'm guessing
they end up eating her ass.
I think she's gonna die there in the past. That's my guess.
Yeah.
You think Hannah's gonna take somebody else out the way she took out Kodiak? I want her to,
I mean,
she might be Antler Queen. Who knows?
That's true. I have heard some of those things. Yeah. Because she is pretty, I mean, it was ballsy to get that guy right in the eye like that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she would just start killing more. I doubt it, though. I don't know.
I had a theory that, like, there's no way that Shauna and the other girls aren't going to want to know, like, after the whole aftermath dies of Kodiak dying, they're going to want to know where she got this knife from. She's been tied up. Where'd the knife come from? One of the girls has to ask, where the fuck did you get the knife from? So when that whole story comes out, I'm really curious to see where Mari and Natalie are going to be. My theory is that Natalie and Hannah will unknowingly put a story together and throw Mari under the bus, and that's how Mari becomes kicked off. I was on board the whole season. That was Hannah.
Yeah, you've been saying, but like, also we've been saying Mari too, right? Like we've been unsure.
Yeah,
both
Mari
fit, like,
or
the
Hannah. But now I'm back on the Mari train because of just she didn't look all that comfortable with Natalie giving her the knife in the last season,
right?
So we'll see. I mean, it really could be Hannah like selling her out, and they're letting Hannah be Antler Queen for that hunt. I saw a theory, I think it was like
Ooh.
King Nirvana on your last theory video, that he
Yeah.
thought that the Antler Queen wasn't one
They take
specific
turn.
girl, it was a different girl per hunt. And I
Mhm.
know
Yeah.
this finale we're getting a hunt, so I'm really curious. But this
can't
one looks
wait.
like it's at night, not during the day, like Pit Girl scene. So
Oh, so it could be someone else. Yeah. Maybe it's Jen.
yeah.
Amanda Erber says, I'm really torn between Supernatural or not. Also, are Ty and Van going to tell the girls about the map they found? The map of the
Alright.
trees you talking about, or which map? Am I
Probably
forgetting
not.
the
The
They
map
keep
with the
secrets.
trackers, right? They found a map where they found all the stuff.
map? Yeah.
Ty looked like Ty and Van looked like they knew how to read it, but you never saw it again because they were focused on the transponder.
Transponder,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Transponder.
Mm-hmm.
I almost said
Okay.
Transformer like it's Optimus Prime.
Found the map in the tent. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Amanda.
I don't think they tell.
What up,
going
Big
back
Heck?
going back to the Supernatural, I think there's a bit of Supernatural mixed into this show for sure.
Me too. I think they're
Yeah.
definitely crazy, and some of it is maybe just like them being really paranoid, but I do think there's like an it still.
So do I.
And if
So
there's
do I.
not, I'll be surprised. Because I mean Ty sees that crazy looking like that guy, so I mean it has to be, right?
Right.
Unless
Yeah.
I guess just her like in her own
Unless
head,
it
but-
could be just her. Yeah, we'll see.
And like
Orlando.
Go ahead.
No,
Supernatural things connect like on a realm. So even if there was like some it in the wilderness, maybe it was like activated or heightened with Ty's trauma and drama. Like I definitely think like all that stuff is in its own dimension, its own world, its own realm, and like it leaks through. And if the veils are really thin for Ty, I could see like other things slipping in, and Lottie already being like mentally unstable. Like it can stick to people like that. At least that's what like the ancients believe, and kind of down about that. So
yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Sorry, go ahead.
Orlando, do you guys think Pit Girl and or Antler Queen are revealed in the season finale? No, not this season. I don't think so. What about you guys?
Yeah, I put in the comments, no Pit Girl this year.
No, that might be like the cutoff, right? Like the end of the episode. And that's the, the big, like the ending they leave us. That's going to freaking piss us off and leave us hanging for another how long?
I guess it depends on where the hunt is this season. Like as we're watching the finale, if the hunt is right away, I'm gonna say no Pit Girl. If the hunt is
if there's only one
and it's like in the middle of the night going into the morning, then we might end with Pit Girl. But that would be like almost, I know the title of the episode is called Full Circle, so I could see it coming back around to that very first episode, the very first scene that we saw from episode 1, which is Pit Girl. But then like there has to be a lot more story going forward than just Lottie's death to propel us into season 4. Like that can't just be the only storyline. And if everything gets wrapped up, so I think they would hold Pit Girl, but who knows? Who knows what they're gonna do? There's been a lot of crazy stuff this season.
They might drop a bomb on us. I do think we'll find out who killed Lottie, though. I mean, at least I hope so. I'll be a little annoyed if we don't. That
I agree, especially because it came out this season.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yamez is with me on Walter. I don't ship characters often, but I love him with Misty. I don't want to be suspicious of him. Yeah, that's how I feel. 100%.
I feel like I'm the only one who doesn't feel that way. I feel like he's so toxic. Like he's so controlling. He wants her basically to have no friends. But I mean,
Walter,
I think he's sus.
Yeah, he's so sus. I feel like it's about
sus.
control for him. He seems like a secret psycho, and I read somewhere that this actor likes to play like serial killers and crazy people. So I feel like in the end, we're not gonna like Walter. Sorry, Dan. No,
all I see is like
I hope not for your
Sin City. Every time I see him, I see Sin City. I'm just like waiting for him to put on those glasses with the wide eyes from Sin City, right? Yeah, so you're right, Felicia. Like he always has that creepy vibe, but I don't know. He's just.
I mean, I hope so. I hope it's just in my head. Yeah, it is too perfect.
It's too perfect for her, and it just, I don't know. It just seems like a setup.
He has a lot of red flags. There.
Big Heck does not want another secret alive person. So they do not want Aquila to show up. I think it'd be cool if Aquila showed up.
Yeah, especially since they keep doing that and they've done that throughout the show, give us like a little bit at a time.
Oh,
for a while we didn't even know Van was alive.
Here's more on it. Multiple people, if they fake their death, sure. But what if they're just alive and they haven't talked about him, like Van? That's what happened.
Yeah,
with Van.
exactly. Yeah,
she was alive and they just didn't talk about her, and then they showed her all of a sudden.
They just showed her in the video store, right?
Yeah. So we'll see. Wilderness thinks Jen is dead, but Aquila is alive, and became the new Lottie because she has a deep connection to the wilderness with her future visions. Yeah, I mean, she does, but she's been getting gassed up in that cave.
That's
So
true.
High on
she
those
be
fumes.
tripping. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's tripping. Yama's, yeah, they play it right on the edge with supernatural stuff, playing it really ambiguously. I go back to the scene when Jackie, they were burning her body, and then all of a sudden there's like movement in the trees, and the snow puts out her body, so she's cooked perfectly, so they can eat her. That scene to me was supernatural. It wasn't
Right?
It wasn't
Because what
just,
kind of coincidence with that?
yeah.
That would be crazy.
Right.
It wasn't just a random wind to put out her body so they can eat it. It was like the wilderness saying, "Yo, eat her now."
Yes.
And Ty ate her face. I still remember that. you ate her face, crazy
Ty's too
bitch.
much. She is. I feel like she's gonna be evil Ty this whole next episode too.
Oh, evil Ty's gonna be gunning.
I'm with
Yeah, I
you.
think
Gunning.
normal Ty will be like gone because she's just like broken over Van, and I think she's just gonna let evil Ty take over and
You
hunt
think she's
Melissa.
gonna go
I
off
think
in the
Melissa's
woods?
dead. Yeah.
She's not dead this episode. I'm telling you, no way she dies. In
No,
finale.
Melissa's supposed to have a big role in season 4.
In
Is
season
she?
4,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So maybe
She's
she's gonna
big role in
try to
season
kill
4.
her at least. You know, the hunt will
Yeah.
start for her. Yeah.
I could see her getting killed in season 4, though. Rick
like
of
in
Red.
episode 1.
Ty's
Good to
gonna
see
get
you.
her. Ty's
Good to
gonna
see
get
you.
her or die trying.
Kelly is guilty of something. Mark my words. I'm guessing.
100. Yeah, 100%.
Definitely agree with that. Fletch, Akila doesn't need to fake her death. I think they get rescued without her. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That's
So
a
they think, yeah.
He's got a really good theory about Aquila.
that's a good take.
Let's hear it.
I think Van keeps to herself or gives it to Nat. Sophie Thatcher did an interview saying she shot some scenes alone near the end of this season. You're talking about what you were talking about earlier, the map. Okay.
Mm.
All right. I'm with that. Fletch, I think there's at least one supernatural aspect on the show, and that's Ty being possessed by the No Eye Man. Yeah, I'm with that.
Agree.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Because isn't Lottie like schizophrenic? Like actually, so maybe
Mm-hmm.
it's just her. She just
Yeah.
Because now she's been off her meds, wasn't she on medicine? So when they
She
like
was,
got
yeah.
stranded, she's been off her shit for a while, 2 years.
Yeah,
Mm.
she ran out of her meds pretty early on, and yeah, she's been dealing with this shit. So, yeah,
Poor
okay.
Lottie.
But I think there's definitely maybe a little more than that, Fletch. I don't know.
Yeah, because what about all
A
those
little
symbols
more.
that were carved in before they got there? What was that? Like,
Yeah.
what are those? Do we know? Like, we don't know what those are, right? What they mean or anything.
Well, the symbols look like a map. The one like when they shot that aerial, they moved up and they saw the aerial of Lottie's retreat, and you could see the symbol.
Okay.
So if you lay that over on top, my overlays, if you lay that over on top of where they were, it's a triangle, and it looks like that's tunnels that go through the woods, like where Coach was. Like the tunnels lead
Oh.
deeper, even though, and they used to be mines. That's a mine shaft. And there's a mine entrance. That's where the hook is. I haven't looked at the map in a while, but I had overlaid it over the mountain scene that they had
Wow.
put up online. And it looks like it's a map of where they are. And if you go back to when Natalie was making the map, back, I believe in season 1, when she had it like in the airplane, she was making the map. I had clips of that, and I can't remember exactly, but it kind of shows that same kind of, I don't know. A lot of people say it's the mountain and tunnels through the caves, and that's
Yeah. Wow.
Super
Yeah, that's really
super
cool.
chat. Everybody take off a layer of clothing. Super chat. Thank
I don't
thank
have
you,
enough
Richard.
layers.
I can't.
Thank you, Rickard Red. Thank you. And you're Canadian. I just learned that about you. Kelly is
Oh.
guilty of something. Yeah, for 100%. 100%.
Either she killed Lottie or she was there for her accidental death and like probably caused the accidental death.
I mean,
Where
she's
was
wild.
I saw well, I want to read all the comments, but
We saw
where
this.
was I? This one. Amanda. I can see them fixing the phone, not getting a signal, and Nat going off on her own for higher ground. Adult Ty told Shauna they wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Nat. Yeah, that's true. But
Yeah.
don't you think it still might be a little too early for them to get rescued because
They haven't
So-
been in the woods long enough.
Yeah, they got to make
Yeah.
it through winter, right?
yeah, they got to go
were-
through another winter.
They were
So-
there for 19 months and they've been there for about 12 or 13. So we have about 6 months left. That's where definitely season 4 should take us through. So they're not going to get rescued. I saw a lot of theories of that and I was trying to do the math. I'm like, the math ain't mathin'. They need more time in the woods.
Yeah,
Unless she
more
does go
time.
by herself, right? And just is gone for a while. I mean, it's crazy to me that they've been 6 days away from rescue this whole time, right? That's how long the hike was or something
Oh,
that
yeah,
Cody
that's how
said.
long the hike was. Yeah, yeah,
Maybe she takes a freaking risk. I don't know.
yeah. Big heck. Let's see how Akila handles her pets not surviving the brutal winter. That reminds me of
Did you
her
watch the
mouse.
trailer?
No, I didn't. Is it good?
They talk like they show a little bit of this.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I'm not gonna spoil it. You guys watch it if you wanna.
yeah, I'll check it out. Kaiwan, the girl that gave the arrow, is going to be Pit Girl because that's my theory. I'm guessing what you're saying. And Rickard Red saying it was Callie. Are they
That
on the same
killed.
page there?
That did what?
The girl that gave the arrow. The girl that gave that. Can you further explain what you mean here? Because
Yeah,
I
who
don't
gave the arrow?
I don't think that sentence is complete.
We're
As
too.
soon as I see it, I will read it and just kill off Walter. I want Misty with a better guy. Do you need to be with a better guy? I'll get away in the army. Well, yeah, I'm a Walt Team Misty shipper as well. So am I.
I want to be.
The bright light behind Antler Queen in the episode preview is either the girls being saved, could be a vision or dream. I'm guessing with the latter. I don't think they're getting saved yet. No shot.
No,
Yeah,
but
not
that bright
yet.
light reminds me of Lottie. Do you remember when Lottie was standing with all the candles and she has that kind of look?
Yes.
And I know that Felicia, I think in a couple videos back, you said like or you read a comment or was your theory about the tattered clothes being like Lottie with Antler Queen? Did you
Oh
say that?
no.
You read that it was in a theory? So I thought
I don't
you read
remember.
the theory out loud about. I think you read the theory that if it wasn't your theory, you read
Maybe
it
I
out loud in
did.
the theory video that the clothing that Lottie's wearing because it's kind of tattered looks like.
Oh
Antler Queen.
yeah. It's like
And then the way she's standing, and then what Orlando put in there with that whole golden light, that whole golden bright light thing always comes back to Lottie. Always comes back to Lottie.
Another clue. Yeah.
Nirvana. I'll get to that in a second. Does anybody want to read this one? Can you guys see it on the screen?
Yeah.
I don't have my glasses on. I cannot.
Theory from Robert Patterson. Theory. Pit Girl is not a normal hunt. She's only wearing a nightgown. She's running in her bare feet and they are chasing her at dawn. Something doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe it's someone we don't even know yet. Do you think they run into more people at some point? Or
Well, who the fuck was Hobby
Could be.
talking about when Hobby was basically saying he was talking to someone, unless he was just tripping.
Right, because was he in the with the poisonous gas or whatever?
Yeah,
that is?
he was there, so he might have just been tripping. He wasn't right as soon as he came back. I think it doesn't make sense for them to get saved right after eating the Pit Girl, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, I'm with you there. They gotta digest Pit Girl first. Sammy in season 1 was also influenced by the one-eyed man and her grandmother also. Yeah, we've been saying in videos it's like passed down in her family. Yeah. Fletch in season 2 episode 4 we see Lottie demanding more meds. You could see some really wild is going to happen in the wilderness timeline because we know young Lottie doesn't want to return due to meds. No, she doesn't want to return, I think, to multiple reasons. She said she won't be the person she is if she comes back. So person she was
has
made
like
out
rough
there.
family life. Yeah.
Jen, you got this one?
Sure. So from Q on calendar, Siri is that who owns the part of the woods in Canada, keeps it secret for some weird reason, but knows with a girl talk. But Sean is gonna make a deal to save the girls. That's what I'm assuming that's what I think, or that's in my opinion.
Okay.
All right. So hold on. Siri is that who owns the guy?
You want to read it again? Yeah.
All right. So Siri is the one who owns the part of the woods in Canada, keeps it a secret for a weird reason, knows that the girl talks. Sean is the one.
I'm guessing they meant Shauna. I think they
meant yeah, that's what I was trying to. That's what I was trying to go back to and make sure if it was Shauna that he meant.
Yeah. And still didn't finish the sentence there, but if you say it again, I will read it again.
Yes, read it.
Amanda, there's also someone called Evans Johnson that's supposed to be in episode 10. I'm thinking it's Akila. I've heard that theory and I like that theory. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I hope so.
Makes total sense. Julia thinks Hannah is Pit Girl. I've seen a couple people say that. Hannah's going to sacrifice herself for Melissa. That would make sense why Melissa was so gun-ho to go make sure her daughter was okay.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
All right, I got to it. Donna, you ready? Here you go, everyone.
That's a solid piece.
I wish Brad was. Is he here?
He might be watching. I don't know.
That's right, King Nirvana.
Press that like button. Subscribe. Yo, we're giving away $200 when we hit 10,000 subscribers. $200.
Who couldn't
So
use
just
$200?
Subscribe, man. Subscribe. We're cool. And
We
what
are.
happened to Crystal's body? A lot of people are saying Crystal's fake. I don't know if I believe that.
I don't
She's, like,
believe that.
made up,
Mm-mm.
and I'm not believing that at all because other people talked to her too. It wasn't just Misty.
It wasn't just Misty.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think her body is gone either because I mean I believe more that she survived and it was is hiding somewhere, maybe she got rescued, or that people are saying her body just got eaten by animals or dragged away by like the wolves.
Yeah. Javi was tweaking out with that cave gas. Yeah, I'm with
Yeah,
that.
100%.
A Thornsby, the nightgown is to me is weird. Who's wearing a nightgown in winter? Yeah, okay.
Exactly. Yeah, that is weird,
Look.
you know? We never really talked about that.
Fletch just said Crystal ain't real. Like people think that. Like
Explain.
Explain. I'll give
I
you
need more detail. I'll
So-
give you a chance to sway me.
I'll let Fletch sway you on that one. But the nightgown theory, some people are saying that it's a dream, like the way Shauna sees Jackie, that we haven't really seen much of Melissa. What if it's Melissa having a dream that she's been, because from this point on, what if she's scared of Shauna, the way Shauna just shot a fucking gun at her arm? She just wet herself. What if now she's living in one of the other huts with the other girls and she's having a dream of being Pit
These
Girl? I know it's not
nightmares.
her hair and everything, so I don't think it could be Melissa, but some people were saying, what if it's a dream? And again, because of the nightgown being in the middle of the day or, you know, at dawn or whatever, and her being barefoot. So we'll see.
Yeah, they don't even have those, right? Like they don't have nightgowns like to put
No.
on the person.
They look like they always have pants on for sure.
Yeah,
I would
they're always
want to
wearing
have
like-
pants on.
Well,
Yeah.
real quick. Jesse, we'll get to this one. Walter had that license plate that said not Walter. Yeah, I know. Some people think Walter's not real either. I'm still not with it. I'm not
Oh,
with
I
it.
thought you meant like his name was just he has a different name or something.
Oh, maybe that's what you're talking about, Miranda. Let me know which side of the fence you're on. Jesse, Lottie burned down the cabin, and Pit Girl might not be revealed yet. I agree. The Antler Queen was originally going to be called the Oracle. Lottie, I'm with that. I'm with that part of it.
Yeah.
But
About her
Lottie burning
burning
down
down
the cabin?
I don't know about that.
Why would
I
she
don't know
do
about
it?
Lottie burning down the cabin, but the fact that she was supposed to be called the Oracle and the showrunners before it became Antler Queen definitely makes me think it's Lottie. Because out of all of them, if it's not Lottie, it would have to be Aquila, because they're the only two that really have some type of a natural
Like a sixth
to
sense.
something
Yeah.
else that's not the natural five senses. And
Exactly.
not that I'm, you're looking at their skin and it doesn't look like it's an African American colored girl. It looks like she's Caucasian. So I'm going to assume it can't be Aquila. I mean, I just really want Aquila. I like Fletch's theory.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Orlando, you guys give any credence to the mining theory? I never heard that theory. Have you guys?
Yeah.
All right. What is it?
Yeah.
So the mining theory has to be with gas, like they all. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Orlando, because I try to stay away from some theories. I kind of briefly skim over. So remember, I was telling you how the map is really a mine, and those are caves.
Mhm.
So they're saying that the girls had gone in there and they found shelter, and then they all kind of got high on gas and it became hallucination. And they died in there, but their spirits kind of have this whole dream, and it's very much similar to, in my opinion, the ending of Lost. How a lot of people with theorizing, were they always on the plane? Like the very confusion of Lost sounded the way this theory was. I mean, it's much more put together than what I'm giving it, but that's pretty much the theory that they went to hide in the caves. The gases took them over. This entire thing that we're watching is a hallucination. There might be one survivor from the gas when they all get rescued, but this is a complete collective hallucination in the mines. And Orlando, please correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
I actually like it. Yeah.
Nirvana Crystal is such a waste of perfectly good meat. Yeah.
Oh, unfortunately, yeah, they could have ate her.
Misty said that she was going to hide her so that nobody could eat her. I remember that from last season. If they turn Pit Girl to be a dream hallucination, I'm out. Yeah, I don't think they
I'm
will,
with you, Fletch.
Yeah, that would be a letdown.
Jesse, the supernatural force has power over the mind. The most influential ones have trauma. Okay. Yeah, I'm with that. Imaginary crystal is hilarious theory. Yeah, I'm not on board with that either.
Yeah, Misty's crazy, but I don't think to that point. And other people had seen her too. Like everyone knew who she was.
Yeah. Yeah, Crystal spoke with other survivors. Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, she did. So unless everyone was imagining her, I don't
They
think so.
don't. Yeah.
Amanda, I also think the girls split into separate groups. One group get rescued, the other group gets left behind on purpose. Maybe. Okay, that'd be interesting.
Isn't there
Yeah.
a scene showing them in episode 1, like them like coming back,
Yeah,
like
off the
their
plane.
first time landing back, right? Who
Mhm.
was in that group? Does anyone remember?
I remember seeing
Right.
the people that we saw. So you see Lottie, you see young Lottie, you see young Misty, you see
Mhm.
young Nat, you see young Shauna. And that's
Yeah.
all I
You see
remember was those
Akila?
4. I know that there's more, but and Ty, you see them. I remember those girls specifically. When you go
Okay.
back, 'cause remember they switched actors throughout the season. So you see a couple other people, because I know there's 8 survivors supposedly that come back, but we can clearly see the 5 main that we know. You can't really
Mhm.
see who they are for the other girls. At least one of them might be Jen, kind of closely resembles Jen,
Mhm.
but I don't even think it was the same actor.
Yeah. Damn.
I froze. I'm back. Amanda,
froze?
Ben, did I freeze? Am I good? Do you guys see me?
You're
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
We
no,
see
I
you.
see you.
Okay.
You're good.
Ben was talking to someone in that cave too. Same cave Javi was in, probably 100%. Lottie burned down a cabin for them to connect to the wilderness more. Okay, that
Okay.
could be
I
her
like that
reasoning.
reasoning. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good reason. I mean, she is crazy, so
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't think-
AMM.
Yeah, hey, thank you for the comment. I don't think Pit Girl will be revealed until the first episode of season 4. I think maybe even later than that. Possibly
Yeah.
later.
yeah, I'm with
Fletch.
you
I
on
would
that.
like it to be the season 4 finale to bring us into the final season, which will be season 5. That would be
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I'm with that. Wild twist, Antler Queen is Travis. Just kidding.
I saw that. They call him Antler King. I saw a comment about it.
Antler King. Lottie is Antler Queen if there is one. 100% agree. If it isn't Lottie, it's Shauna or Ty.
I don't think it's Ty, so I'm gonna go with it would be Lottie, and then if not Lottie, then Shauna.
right.
Yeah, or I don't know. Sometimes I think maybe they would do Hannah, but
This is
I don't
good.
know,
Lottie
never mind.
stayed because she was scared. Ty stayed for love, and Shauna stayed for power. Yeah, that makes total sense.
The unholy trinity.
Shauna's
Yeah.
the fucking worst. Can we all agree on that? Like Shauna
Yes.
just sucks.
Which
The
theory
worst.
do you hate, Big Heck?
Yeah, which one? He wants to smack it.
Oh my gosh, which one?
D, what's up? D, nice to see you.
Hey.
I'd be pissed if she was a hallucination. Yeah, we don't
Agree.
think so. We don't think so. Fletch, I'm more into Shauna or Wild Ty as Antler Queen. Honestly, feel like Lottie is too obvious at this point. I feel like it's too obvious, but I still think it's her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I still think it's her. Yeah. Orlando. All right, Jen, go ahead.
All right. So, Orlando, thank you for correcting me. So, it says the theory goes that the plane crashed on an old mercury mining site, might explain the red in the stream from episode 1.7, and the bear suffering from mercury poisoning before Lottie killed it. That's
You
right.
see, I forgot about
remember
the bear.
Yeah.
Because I just
couldn't
wrote in the
remember what
Discord
it
today
was.
that they don't see any animals, and that drives me crazy. You know, because I
Yeah.
feel like wouldn't that be a bigger issue? But I
They
know
don't
like
have
they're
no wildlife,
focusing-
considering that they have.
Yeah. I mean, I know they focus more on the psychological part of it, but I still would like to see them like have to worry about that as well out there. Like they have it almost too easy, you know?
Well, if a wolf ran after Van, why wouldn't the wolf come after the pigs and the rabbits in the pen? Isn't
Yeah,
that more,
like-
easy target? Like we saw the
Yeah.
one wolf, we haven't, and then the one bear. The other bear
Yeah.
we saw was a hallucination with a third eye.
Yeah, I
Which-
find it so strange. Because where'd the wolves go? They just left, never came back. Like, no, they're a pack
Right.
of wolves. They're not scared of you.
So yeah, and
So-
we really don't know what whatever the gas is in the cave that's making people sick. But that's right, Orlando, it was mercury. Thank you for reminding me. As soon as you said it, I was like, oh yeah.
Big Heck hates the mining theory. That's the one Big Heck
Oh.
hates. And Jen is their favorite teacher.
Thank you.
Oh, me too.
Chris, what's up? Margaret says, I don't exist. I'm a hallucination. That's true.
And
You know what's weird? Oh. Go ahead, Dan.
Here's the crystal theory.
Ah,
Go ahead. Here it is. Crystal isn't in any of the pictures in the memorial case at their high school, which has everyone we have seen. If the show isn't supernatural, then maybe it was mass hysteria and Crystal fake. Oh man, I don't know.
and that
shit.
kind of
No.
supports that mining theory because they all, that mercury, the poisoning, the hallucination, not being all real. I'm with All City Big Heck. I kind of will really be pissed if they're gonna just simply explain all of the supernatural with they were high on mercury fumes.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
gosh.
I kind of would be like, I mean, it was a really great
Damn.
story. It's kind of like Alice in Wonderland. Like it was all just a dream that she went down the rabbit hole. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know,
I
this
want it to
whole
be. I want it to
big-
be real. Yeah.
right. There's this.
Even
I
though
need
it's
something. I
yeah.
need it to be a real explanation, but can you, as showrunners, make it a real explanation?
Make something more interesting. Yeah.
That like
Better than
makes
being
you
high.
believe.
So just checking,
Great.
Felicia, you can't read right now, right?
I can if I get closer. They make me sound like I'm like illiterate. You can't read, right?
You can't read, right?
Get you a magnifying
No, I
glass.
can get closer and read this one. I just don't have my glasses on. Okay. Similar theory, the gas has contributed to a lot of their supernatural experiences, but they are actually surviving out in the wild just with their senses being affected by the gas escaping into the wild.
Okay. All right.
So that's also saying that they're high as shit and they're just tripping.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
and plus it's got to be in the food, the air, the grass, and
the mushrooms that fucking,
right, they do have shrooms, right?
very-
They are getting
yeah,
high.
they found shrooms.
Yeah, always eating
course
those
they do.
shrooms.
Yeah.
Travis especially. How did Ty stay for love? The fan was in the group wanting to go away. That's true. I think it was Wild Ty who made that call. Good call. Yeah, good call. Because Van was like, "Nah, let's go. Let's go. Pick your shit up and let's go." And she, nope.
I think
like,
also
fuck you, Van.
like Ty felt like that living in the wilderness and going through everything they were going through was an easier life than coming out in the 90s.
Yeah, that's yeah,
And,
that's
like,
what, yeah. Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
crazy. Like, cause I'm from the 90s. I grew up, I was in high school in the 90s. I'm dating myself, but I know people that were afraid to come out. And
Right.
I mean, I know they were willing to like run away and want to run away from everything they knew just so they can love and be the way they are.
Right.
And
yeah.
I know that that's kind of hard for some of the younger generation to understand that with everything that's going on today. But that like really like slaps for me. I'm like, damn, I have friends that were like Ty and Van, and I have friends that one person was like, listen, fuck the world and fuck everybody, just me and you, like we'll deal with it, kind of like Van. And then the other partner that was much more like Ty, that was like, I can't bring that shame and embarrassment to my family. Like it's either we run away and hide or we ain't doing this. I don't care. So to me, it really hit home. That's really like the way the 90s was, at least in my experience in New York. I don't know. Yeah,
I did understand that part. And don't they end up breaking up too for that exact reason? Ty says she wanted to be with a man, but then she ends up, and that's why Van is so salty, because she's like, you ended up with another woman anyway. But then Ty always calls her her soulmate though. So at the end, she always did think, Van was her one.
Still can't believe she's dead. That's crazy.
I know. Actually, I forgot for a second, and now I'm sad again.
Do you think Melissa planned on killing her from the moment she saw her with the knife? Do you think Melissa knew how to manipulate Van?
I think she would have killed anyone that would have gotten as close enough for her to stab. Because I mean, look what she did with the fire, right? Like she planned on basically killing them anyway and leaving. So she was just finishing the job. She's smart.
I agree.
I mean, she learned the hard way. Shauna put her through so much, so she didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
D says, how do they have brain cells with all the gas making them hallucinate? Yeah. They go through some shit. That's true. They go through some shit. They got to redeem Shauna eventually, don't
there
you?
Ain't no redeeming.
There's no redeeming that bitch. No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
She's not a good mom, and I think that's like the worst of all of it. I feel like she's not great to Callie, and that's why Callie has so much like resentment towards her.
Right.
But she has this wall up that she just can't put down because too much shit has happened.
Man, I think most of the girls have trauma. Maybe they are more prone to craziness from Lottie. It's like Lottie started this fucked up cannibal religion. Yeah, I mean, Lottie is the spiritual leader. She definitely is. So I'm with you there.
Just like her cult she starts on the outside, right?
Amanda, do you think they're all kind of like Melissa? Like, remember when Melissa was shouting at Shauna? She's like, I only did that so that I could survive. Do you think they're all just going along with Lottie just to survive? Because I know that we've seen some theories out there. I mean, that can only last. They've been out there for about a year, for so long before there's a divide, before they're like, fuck this, I'm not listening to you guys anymore.
Yeah, so, I would have been at that point already.
Right. Oh yeah, I would have been out.
So done with Shauna. Like, fucking, I'd rather be dead, I think. I'm like, if we're not getting out of here, like, at least just kill me, because I'm like done with all
personally, I was really mad. Like, I know Van went over to help Melissa, but when Shauna was acting like that, I'm like, is no one going to say anything? You're just standing
Right?
there
Stick
like
up
you're
for her,
fucking
like-
watching a movie. No one's got a voice. Like, I was
agree.
waiting for Natalie or somebody to say something. I got so mad at the entire group. I'm like, you just let this shit happen. No one could say anything to her while she's sitting there staring at Melissa. No one can tackle her from the side. beat her ass,
Exactly.
like,
There's only
pistol whip
one of her.
Oh, I was so mad.
Yeah, they have no balls. I mean, I know they're women, but like they have no like.
No, they have
never want
plenty
to
of
stick
balls.
up for
They just
themselves.
don't know how to
Like,
use it against Shauna.
right,
And she's
vote for the
person
wrong
who gets smacked
things.
with those balls.
They're so easy to like hurt the innocent people, but then they have people like Shauna yelling in their face, calling them names, like being so fucking awful and rude, and they just like they eat it. And I mean, I guess that justifies Melissa's anger in, in the last episode when she kills Van.
Right.
Yeah, but what did Van do? I feel so bad.
No,
Yeah.
Kill somebody else. Kill somebody else.
Honestly,
very
Or who-
emotional.
Honestly, though, I'm kind of glad she went out that way and she didn't sit there and die lingering with
Suffer.
cancer like a slow death. That shit got over and done with, to be honest. I know it sucks, but she's going to die anyway. At least she went
True.
quick and she didn't die in a hospital bed coughing on her own blood like she was last episode.
Yeah, I agree with
we
you
got-
on that.
We got a lot of comments to catch up
Ooh.
on. Who wants to read this one?
Where?
A. Thornsby.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if Shauna started the fire. She thought the others ate her kid, and she was pretty mad at Coach for not helping her during birth. Yeah, I see
Yeah.
that.
But we saw her when the fire was
Journaling.
started. She was journaling. Yeah.
Right.
I don't think. I mean, I know Shauna's crazy and she does questionable things, but I don't think she did. I think that also would be too obvious. Like everyone would assume it's her because she's hateful, whatever. She was so angry about her baby, but I don't know about that.
Fletch agrees. That's why she was forcing to put the blame on Coach Ben. Okay. So I guess people do think that.
And then how do they explain like the whole journaling thing? Like they think she started
Yeah.
it and then ran up there, made herself look like she was journaling just to like have to grab all her shit. I think she would have been more prepared. Like she would have had her
Yeah.
shit packed.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Because it's
She
not
just
like
fucked
anybody.
herself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why would you just go?
I think it's someone
Journal.
downstairs. For
Miranda Callie's behind it all. In season 2, Lottie talks about how when a new queen is born, she begins stinging the others.
I remember that.
And when Callie shot Lottie in the shoulder, she said she's so powerful. That's what she said.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Good point.
Allie's
Robert
crazy.
Patterson. Thanksgiving in Canada is October. So I think, say, by the end of the season, we're in November 97. And we know the girls are rescued in January 98. We only have 3 months left. The women's fun. Okay.
The fun. Yeah.
King Nirvana said, Felicia, can you read?
I can read. I can.
At least he called you your right name. He's not calling Dan Ben. Jeez.
Oh,
He
thank
hasn't
you,
called
yeah.
me Ben yet. Not yet tonight.
Now we will.
Maybe Crystal could have been an entity trying to mess with them. Okay. I don't see it, but if you guys are right.
Yeah, I hope you guys are right now.
If you're
I'm
right,
with you,
we'll
Fletch.
see.
I'm with Fletch on this one. The showrunners need to make a real explanation, like at least on
Yeah.
something. We need an answer of something. I don't think we're gonna get Pit Girl, Antler Queen, maybe, but I definitely want to get a serious answer. And I think the oldest question is who started the fire in the cabin. So I kind of want something
Yeah.
definite with Fletch.
I could see
Yeah,
that
we
being an
need that.
accident too. Like they said, Van falling asleep and like the fire just like spreading out,
And what Ty sitting there watching it, going, hey, with those evil
Yeah, because
eyes.
she's
Yeah,
'cause evil
watching
Ty is so she scares me, evil Ty.
So Monica doesn't think there's any supernatural stuff going on either. There's a couple people in here saying that. Okay, everything can be explained with the weird
That is
gas and the
kinda
Yeah, well,
mushroom.
yeah, with the frogs. I mean, did you guys think the noise
Right,
was
no one
fucking
thought-
horny frogs?
No.
Going,
That-
Yeah.
That shocked the shit out of me. I couldn't believe it. That's crazy. Yeah. Susie Seashell, sweet name.
hey,
I
Susie,
think-
how are you, honey?
I think the symbol represents vents from the mine. They would expel heat and CO2, explaining why the snow melts around them. I've been on a mine camp for years now. Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Illegal mines and their abandonment messing with the environment were like a real issue in the 90s in Canada.
And where
Oh.
are they? Do we know where are they?
I think they're in Canada.
They're like up by
Yeah.
Vancouver.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, they
All
went from
right.
New Jersey. They went from New Jersey all the way up to like the Rocky Mountains, but in Canada.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fletch's biggest question is who the fuck made those tree symbols?
Yes,
Right?
Yeah,
me too.
I think Ty made a lot of them, but who made the first ones is a big
And
question.
who's the guy on the second, like in the building they found, the cabin?
The guy
Right?
upstairs.
Wasn't there a dead body? Yeah. Who is
Mhm.
that? That's what
Yeah.
I want to know.
And
Is
then
it-
when the hikers referenced that somebody had been there, like had done the hike, what was it, like a year ago or 2 years ago? There's
Mhm.
no way that body could have been there from that long ago. Because remember, he said somebody else had been there and they buried the food that like Coach found in the
Yeah,
pack.
yeah.
Oh, right.
So,
Yeah.
but that can't be anything related to the guy in the cabin because he's been dead and was like petrified and mummified. That has to take years.
Right.
So, I don't
Yeah.
know, unless it's the gas.
Right. Fucking gas. I can't. I better not.
All right, who wants this one? More Fletch.
Okay. If there's no supernatural and there's explanation for everything, how do you explain No-Eyed Man? He's been present for a long time. We see him when Ty is a little kid. Yeah, that's part that's like, it has to be. But I do think it's in like just her mind. You know, because she's the only one who sees him. And that one scene, he's literally standing behind her and Van's there, and it's not like Van sees him or anything.
Yeah, that's
No, but I
true.
think that is evil Ty. I think the one-eyed guy, that generational curse thing that's been passed down, I think that is evil
It is
Ty.
her. Yeah.
But when
it's
you
in
see
her.
evil Ty, the show every now and again shows you what the entity is that's controlling evil Ty, and I think that's
When
the
she's-
no-eyed man. I think he's
Yes.
a generational curse.
Yeah. I will say I love when she's evil Ty, how you could just tell by like her eyes. She's so good at transitioning from normal to
Mhm.
evil. Like it's just in the eyes. It's so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
All right, who wants this one?
Amanda Erber says, I think they don't have animals. When they ate Jackie, they filmed it like it was way nicer than what it was. So many the living conditions aren't as nice as they make it seem. So I think she meant to say so many times the living conditions aren't as nice as they make it seem. Yeah, I mean, I know they're actors and everything like that. They'd be way more dirtier. It's not like they get to bathe that much, or would they want to even go down and bathe, especially in that
Yeah.
red water. So yeah, I mean, film Hollywood.
Yeah, yeah.
Callie is definitely hiding her true self. She might be manipulating Jeff. Okay.
100%. I think
Um,
she's trying to bond just to like I mean, I hate saying it, like screw him over in the end. I hope she doesn't because I'm loving their moments, but I don't know, sometimes she just makes this face that makes her just look so guilty. Like she wants to tell him something, but then she ends up keeping it to herself.
Jesse
Yeah.
says her eyes are dark.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Like at
Yeah.
the end when Jeff was crying at the very end and she's saying it, like that almost the way she gave the look to Jeff was like confirmation or like giving her an okay for whatever scheme in her mind she's
That
got
she's
plotted
doing.
against her mom. She's like, he
See?
doesn't know
Yeah.
what I got plotted against my mom, but that's confirmation he'd be way happier without her. He just said he's
Yes.
lonely married to my mom. So let's just off this bitch because he's already lonely anyway. Like,
Exactly.
I like
She's
the
trying
the
to
way
hype him
she's
up.
like, ha 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 ha, that confirms my plan.
Exactly.
Stop
Yeah. I
making
think she's
sessions.
trying to prepare him for their betrayal. Like she's like trying to slowly inch him onto her team.
Yeah,
It's
so she could be
working.
like, I don't know why you're surprised. You knew we were evil.
Mhm.
Fletch and Monica are going back and forth in the comment section. I'm trying to figure out what they're arguing about. Not arguing, having a conversation about. So Ty has psychological problems like Lottie, and then Fletch says, "Did Ty grandmom had problems also?" Yes. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm with you there. And then she says, psychological
get the
problems can be
comments.
generational. Yeah. You see what King Nirvana said? This is nicotine. I don't
What?
smoke weed. I don't smoke weed,
Oh
and
my
I
God,
loved it.
with these
And
ladies.
I love these ladies. And this is I quit weed.
Yeah,
like
if anything, we got before.
2.5 years ago. I haven't smoked. But I don't judge people who do. It's just not for me.
Yeah, please.
He doesn't judge me, so we're good.
Yeah, yeah.
I smoke a lot.
Where am I? I keep losing myself. Why don't they all just jump to those girls? There's only 3 of them. They're scared. They're scared. Scared
Yeah.
of Shauna, man.
I mean, I'd be scared of Shauna too. That's why they do need to like team up and just figure out a plan. Fuck her over already. She gets away with too much shit. It bothers me.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody hasn't just picked up like a log and smacked her over the head, and while she's unconscious, let them figure
Like,
it the
just
fuck
shut
out.
up, Shauna. Like,
Yeah. Susie loves that Van injected the smoke monster into her older self's IV and then ended up on the Oceanic 815. Yeah. Susie, you should subscribe. You're pretty cool. I haven't seen you before.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
Susie's
Lord.
really cool. She's always got great theories.
Subscribe. More likely Callie has read the journals. Yeah, I'm with you
Yeah.
there.
I think
Yeah.
she's got the note that Melissa left. If Melissa left the note,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
I
I'm
think
question-
if there is one, she has it.
yeah,
Now I'm questioning it. Yeah.
Like if there's a
Melissa's-
note at all.
Yeah, I'm questioning if
yeah.
there's not a note at all now. Like
Yeah,
that's one of the things that is going through my mind now, that there might not even be a note. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we see how Queen Melissa's pretty smart, so she could have just said that to try to save herself in the moment.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, look how she played Van at the end.
Right. She's an actress. Yeah, she knows what she's doing.
I like what Amanda Erber just wrote. She said, I think Melissa is loving the chase, that smile. So when I was thinking about it, what if Melissa's setting this up too, because she wants her own hunt, but her hunt here, like fuck the wilderness. The world is their wilderness, and she's gonna hunt Shauna down. And
I
Ty,
love that.
because remember the three that were left were Lottie wanted to stay, Shauna wanted to stay, and Ty wanted to stay. So what if Melissa is hunting those three down, and that's where the next couple episodes, the next season is going to take us?
I mean,
Melissa is the new Antler Queen.
I love that. I mean, it is hard to believe that she just came out like normal, like she doesn't have any trauma or she's not fucked up. Like she's just as crazy as them. You know, I mean, maybe not as crazy as Shauna, but she is crazy. They all are.
They all are.
Yeah.
What
Buzz,
is
buzz,
up,
buzz.
Forever Autumn? Buzz, buzz, buzz. Welcome. We're gonna be hanging out for another half hour to an hour. So get all your questions and theories in. Van has been attached to the fire since the pilot. She almost died, burned alive when Shauna left her behind. Later, when they think she's dead, they burn her, and she almost died. Maybe the cabin fire is related. Okay. Oh, hold on, Susie. What did happen to that episode? Did you guys hear about this episode they filmed with Shauna's real life husband in real life?
No.
He was supposed to play the cabin daddy, the guy who died in the cabin, who was there when they got there. It was supposed to be like a background episode of him, and they filmed it and they never released it. And I'm like, when is that coming out?
Yeah, why? I wonder why.
Yeah. I wonder if it gives too much away for this season, so they're holding it for like the in between of the off season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn, I would like to see that.
Yes.
Yeah, the bonus episode that never aired. It's gonna be awesome when it comes out. Yeah, we talked about this earlier, Autumn. Who is Hobby's friend? Cabin guy's daughter. You think there's a daughter out there?
And that's the person in the gown? I mean, that gown still just blows my mind. I don't know why.
Yeah. So Nicole thinks that Cabin Daddy is Kodiak's dad. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that. I like that too, that he was like connected to that person.
Right.
Yeah.
Same.
All right. Who's got this one? Susie C.
I'll
Shell.
do it. Three-eyed Ray. Oh, that's his name. I was like three-eyed Ray. You got to put your name closer together. My hope will never die. I'm holding out hope. And it's the actress that plays Shauna's husband in real life that was Cabin Daddy. I had hoped the baby was Cody's dad. Did I read that right?
Yeah. Jinx. No-eyed man is also seen by her grandmother. Yep. Shauna, Akila, and Van saw the no-eyed man in the hallucination. Jackie saw him when she passed. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Did she?
Yeah.
About that.
I remember the hallucination one, not the Jackie part. I don't remember the Jackie part. Yeah. Callie is sneaky as fuck. Yeah, she's got some skills. Mining theory also is an explanation for the signs in the trees. That it was a sign where the tunnels are. Okay.
Right.
Callie was there when Lottie died. So do you think maybe she killed her? That's what we think.
Yeah, on purpose or as an accident? That's, I guess, my biggest question.
I go back and
pretty
forth.
much that it's her.
Yeah.
On purpose or accident?
I think it's on purpose.
Okay.
Even if she played it off like an accident, or it was like she went there for answers and ready to
and it got out of control. Maybe Lottie was gonna sacrifice. She put the necklace on her, so maybe Callie was like, she put it together with the necklace.
Knew about that. Yeah. I think that some kind of mishap happened between them, but Callie was like full-blown psycho mode, just like her mom, and then some shit happened. But it's like Callie's first kill, for a lack of a better term. So I think she's just like trying to figure out how to feel about it. It's not like she's in the wilderness, so
she's
just monitoring her dad and everybody. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yamas agrees with you, Felicia, about Callie. I don't know what part, but if you remember,
That she's crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She killed Lottie.
I'm with you too. We aren't going to see the rescue until the fourth season. I agree there,
I'm with you.
100%.
100%.
And Fletch agrees with Jen. No-eyed man is a generational curse that's been going on in Ty's family. We saw Grandma, even Sammy a little bit. I don't think the psychological problems are from Ty alone. Neither do I. I agree.
Neither
with you
do I.
there. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if bad Ty started the fire. Yeah, I could see
That
that.
too, yeah.
Yeah.
When Ben was on trial, he kept looking at Ty like she knew but couldn't say anything. Okay. Yeah.
It always keeps going back to those three. It's Ty, Lottie, Shauna, Ty, Lottie, Shauna, and Lottie's gone. So the next two that are gonna, I'm not saying that the next two that are die, but the next two that are being hunted, I'm telling you, if they're being hunted, those are the next two. I think Misty, maybe Walter will take Misty and she will make it out of it if she escapes with Walter and like swallows her pride with that. But I'm just saying, it's always, I keep seeing Ty, Lottie, Shauna, Ty, Lottie, Shauna.
Right.
So this person goes by K1 calendar. We've been saying it wrong.
I'm sorry.
Lottie and Shauna are sisters. That's why the blood is somewhat the same.
Lottie and Shauna are sisters?
Yeah, I'm trying to understand what you're talking about, K1. I can't quite get what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Keep explaining. I'll understand it eventually. I'm stupid. Van not can. Jesse, Ty and Lottie are the most influenced and have the most psychological issues. Yeah, that's true.
100%. Yeah.
Amanda said, I think I heard 600 miles in the mountains in Canada. Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah, Susie, you're sweet. Oh, new member. Oh, she became a member.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, Susie.
Join Discord.
Oh, yeah.
Join the Discord.
Hold on,
Fuck
you guys
yes.
talk. I'm gonna put a Discord invite into the into our post. So you guys talk for a second. Or I'll pick up
I'm
something.
gonna
else.
read some of these comments.
Can I send you guys a message? I have a screenshot about the cabin.
Do the one from Lola. That one looks good.
Where's Lola?
I think the big reveal will be that Akila is alive and she's the one that killed Lottie, and she's Barbara, Melissa's therapist.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I saw that theory too, that Barbara, Melissa's therapist, is going to wind up being Akila. Fletch and I were talking about in the Discord because that was the other brand new name that we heard mentioned 2 episodes ago. So like, who's this Barbara? Who's it going to be? Is it going to be like another misdirect the way Kelly's Melissa? Is Barbara going to be Akila? So I know Fletch had mentioned that, Lola. So that's a good theory, and it's been floating around out there.
Yeah, that would be a cool way to connect them.
Yeah. I saw Lola had something else. I saw Lola had a theory that I wound up shooting back with Fletch, very similar. I said, what if Walter is Melissa's sister?
His brother? Yeah.
If they're related. I know it's somewhere. I just opened it up and I saw it, but then a whole bunch of chats moved it up.
Someone put like pictures of them side by side and said like how their eyes are similar in their face and stuff.
Right.
They do cast pretty spot on too.
Yeah, they do.
You know, like with the youngers and all, like the Van, the young and the old, they killed that.
So much alike.
They're the same person.
This is for Susie and anyone else that joins. If you become a member, if you go to our posts right here, there's the invite to the Discord. That's how you can get in. It's members only can see it. So there you go. There's your invite. Hop into the Discord. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'll keep that up just in case anybody else joins. You can DM me on Instagram or Twitter at Scene Invaders. We're Scene Invaders on everything. So if you want to DM me, if you do it on Twitter, so I can pull it up on here. I'm not logged into Instagram on here, but I guess that I could get logged in on here. But if you do it on Twitter, do it on Twitter. If not, just let me know what you end up doing in the comment section, and I'll figure it out. Akila's alive. Oh, we talked about that.
This one's good.
I really think.
Go ahead. No, you.
I really think the fire was started just by a piece of wood popping out of the fire, as in Van's cave vision, and the gases in the air made it go wild. And that was
so nobody did it.
That mine theory, the mining theory with the gases.
Yeah, so nobody did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also believe that Walter is Melissa's brother.
I love that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
There's something up with Walter. We talked about it in our theory video. There's something that he's like. There's something about him that we don't know yet. Right.
It's very weird.
There's something we're gonna learn about him. Yeah. 100%.
So I'm wondering if he still is Edwin's brother or Edwin's son, the guy, because they even dress similarly. So you know how it said like he won this money. What if like he picked up on his father's research and was able to hand it in, and that's how he got all the money. And now he's like reenacting, and he met up with Alex because he's like, listen, my dad died with your mom, and that's how they got it. And she's like, I found this stuff in my wife's belongings, and she's been tracking them all, and it's been Alex and Walter in cahoots the whole time because their parents died together in the freaking wilderness, and they're going after the people that killed them.
That would be crazy.
That would be like, to me, that would be a full circle if it's Alex and Walter that go together, and they have all this money from an inheritance and a science project and whatever.
Walter's loaded. Walter's loaded.
Way too loaded. Yeah.
And his explanation was what, like something he fell or something
fell hit him on the head. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't win millions of dollars from that. You might win.
Does he show a scar? Was there proof?
Robert, I hope you're right. Sweet, she joined Discord. Sweet, new member.
I just got the notification.
Susie, I can't wait to chat with you.
Robert, I hope you're right, because that would mean an extra episode this year. So I hope you're right about this. Yeah. Oh, someone's just commenting on the YouTube video. Yeah, Jason Ritter. Yeah, Jason Ritter. He's who plays Cabin Daddy. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Read Loveless.
I forgot, and it curious that Pit Girl is the gown, and when all the girls were dressed for the hunt, right? That's what we were talking about that earlier. She's dressed barefoot and just a gown, and everybody else is like fully dressed. So yeah, somebody had brought up maybe it must be something like spontaneous that comes up to make them chase her out of nowhere, rather than it being like a normal hunt. Because in the normal hunts, they have them like set up a little different, right?
Yeah, and we did talk about like the foot too, right? Like only one of her feet are cut, almost like they cut it just to track her because the footsteps are in the snow. Sorry, Dan. Yeah.
No, I feel bad for Amanda. Do you have Twitter, Amanda? I'm Scene Invaders. Just DM me. I can pull it up. I can pull up your screenshot you're talking about. If you have a Twitter.
Yeah, the screenshot about Cabin Daddy she wants to share with us.
Yeah. So if you don't, wait, did she say anything else? We got tons of comments.
Yeah.
I don't know if she said anything else. Wait, did someone say an Aquila spoiler? Because Fletch said thanks for the Aquila spoiler.
What?
No.
Walter has been related to.
Oh, he said no spoilers, please. I haven't seen even the teaser of the finale.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I didn't say that before. I thought so.
Yeah.
I was about to say something before.
We talked about that. Aaron is moist for the finale.
That word
moist. Okay.
Chris, you're a member. Join Discord.
Yay, Chris joins.
Here's how you do it. Go to our post. You see the post button right there on our, if you type Scene Invaders and post, there's an invite right there for members only that see it. So that's how you join Discord, Chris. I see you comment all the time. So welcome to the family.
Welcome.
What are you going to do without Yellowjackets? Well,
I don't know.
We've been thinking the same thing on Scene Invaders. Yeah, we're going to cover Last of Us, but we're looking for more shows. So if you find any, let us know, because we need stuff to cover. I believe it'll come down to a fight between Shauna Ty and Misty versus Melissa and other relatives of dead teens. Yeah, that's. So
if that's the case, that'd be pretty cool. Allie would join up with Melissa.
I don't know. I think she might trick us, and like in the end, she will be like Team Shauna. You know, it is hard to go against your mom, right? You can't help it. Even though they like you want to hate her, like I don't think she actually could hate her. And if it came down to it, I don't know if she'd be able to either take her out or betray her. And it depends what Shauna's doing. Let's be honest.
Right.
You know.
Next season is going to be a bloodbath. Like a lot of people have to die in a short amount of time. If only 8 people came out, then we know who they all are, right? Yeah, but maybe not, because we just had that curveball with Melissa.
Right.
So,
true.
Yeah. Pit Girls, Callie in the present day. We've been seeing the latest person in the Pit Girl scene is dressed similar to Van. Yeah, I don't think it's current time. I don't think
so. Be cool, but I don't think so either.
Yeah, it would be cool though. I think Akila's coming back. She's got a lot of screen time. She has been getting more screen time.
Just like Melissa.
She has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
It could be Aquila, maybe even Aquila working with Melissa.
Ooh, yeah. This one with Walter is Jessica's brother, possibly.
Yeah, Aaron was just making a prediction. He wasn't putting any spoilers in the comment section.
Oh.
because I don't think it leaked anyway, so I don't think there's
Yeah.
any way to know for sure. So
We're just
all
guessing.
all theories here, all theories. Butter Pats agrees, saying someone's last name reveal would be a spoiler. Akila Tattersall seems like something Misty would remember, but Akila Robertson, one of two. Walter is Jessica. Oh wait, where's Butter Pat's second comment?
Down 2 more. Yeah.
Could explain Walter's possible connection to Jessica from the. Oh,
okay.
yeah, that would be sick. Yeah, that would be sick.
It would be.
That'd be a nice twist.
Shimon,
Awesome.
just saying what's up, and wanted to ask if Jen ever looked into the thing I said about teaching. You would probably know the subject as Talmud. Do you know what he's talking about?
No. No, I don't.
Explain further what you're talking
Explain
about.
further. I'm having
Explain.
a moment. I'm sorry. I smoke a lot of weed. I'm sorry.
Walter has to be related to Melissa. How else would Melissa know what happened at Lottie's compound?
Well, if they're not related, then I think that Walter's related to Alex or just grew up with Alex, and the tie-in is because she's married to Melissa, and the three of them are the ones that are hunting Lottie. But I'm hoping that they're also in
Melissa. Yeah.
The compound
know
shit
a lot
probably,
about them.
it was probably in the news though.
That was in the news.
That's
It was all over
true.
the news.
Yeah.
And she just
so
keeps a lookout and just checks in on them every once in a while. That's why she knows all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Walter told Misty that he has a brother in a car to the cult.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Adam and Walter are brothers. Oh, Adam and Walter, and that's why he was digging into Adam's death in the first place.
Oh.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
forget about Adam, poor guy.
What do we know really about Adam? Like we don't, and he's okay, so he's a painter, and like the starving artist comment, if you have a rich brother to fund you money or whatever.
Look at this.
Oh, another member.
Look at this.
Yay!
That's how I join Discord. Search the innovators. Go to post. Right there is an invite to the Discord.
Yay.
Right there, and we talk all the time in Discord.
All the time.
Thank you. I'm seeing so many of my peoples that I chat with on other Discords. I'm so glad you guys are showing up and sending love, like All City Big Hack and Sally. Thank you. They're all my From and Severance and other things that I've met with Sci-Fi Vision and everything. So I'm so glad you guys are all here. Keep joining. Hit that like button. We can carry this conversation in this Discord as well. You know, I'm always seeing invaders. So thank you guys for showing up, man. Really appreciate you guys.
I will be closing my eyes for what, Autumn?
For what? Forever Autumn? Yeah. Don't forever be gone. Don't close those eyes.
Close your eyes.
I'm losing my place where I am in these comments, but I think Nat is going to end up going out on her own, or her and Travis will, to look for what? To try to I could see that. Someone said
they are a duo.
Is on the season finale. Yay. You're talking about the Akila one? I think they're just guessing, man. I think they're just guessing. Wait, is this another new one? Sarah?
Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah, nice, Sarah. Woo woo.
Jeez. Hey, man, you guys are awesome. Join the Discord.
Yes,
go to our
so
post.
much fun.
You're live. Yeah, sorry, Vex. I will text you back soon. Sorry. I took a nap and then I went live. So I'll text you back soon.
Welcome.
What if on Lottie's phone she's actually discovered Walter is not who he says he is, and that's what Misty sees?
She on him though.
My thing is like, wouldn't Walter knew what was on the phone, right?
Yeah, he would have erased it,
or he put something on the phone for her to see.
That's what I think is more likely, is that he planted something.
Mm-hmm. He planted something
to fuck with her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just to get her to be in a certain spot, so that way he can get her. Like if they're already setting her up and they're on a hunt, it's no fun if she comes to you. You want to send her out there and kind of get them all together, like riled up, so that you can go after and attack them.
Agree.
That's kind of what
it would be so awesome too. Because we haven't seen much of him, so I would love him to be like, I don't know, playing his own little game.
Oh wait, Forever Autumn wrote that she said, I don't know if you can say it, says, I meant I was closing my eyes to the spoilers. No spoilers right now. We haven't had any or read any spoilers out loud. There are more guesses about people that they think are going to be the actress for Akila, but there's nothing been confirmed or anything like that.
Right, yeah.
Theories that are flowing out there, so no spoilers so far. And we only got 3 hours left? 4 hours? I can't do math. 3 hours left. 2 hours and 50 minutes, actually. 2 hours and 50 minutes.
Amanda, you just sent me a picture of people talking to each other. Is this what you wanted to say? Or the Michael Blast thing? I'm gonna read current comments. Is that what you want me to put up on screen, Amanda? I sent you a message on the Instagram. I see it. Are any of you guys logged into Instagram on your computer?
Not on my computer now.
Not on your computer? Okay. I can do it. I just got to remember the password. If this is what you want me to show, I will show it. I will definitely show it. I think Adam was a red herring. Walter is super suspicious. Is Walter Adams' brother? Man,
Yes, Sarah. That's what some people are theorizing
Or
now.
friend, even.
Smart curl art. Yeah, I agree with you. She knows because of the news. All you gotta do is watch the news, and then
Right.
you're
That's
filled
true.
in.
They're always
That's
doing
right
some
there.
crazy shit that has to be on the news.
Right.
Yeah. Melissa seems to know every move they were making. Would make sense. Walter talks to the girls. Good way to let Melissa know. So that's the other side of that. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. There's definitely going to be some type of big reveal in the finale, right?
Yeah.
We've had
Susie-
a crazy season. 2 main characters died. A new character died, Cody. So there's going to be something in the finale that's going to be like, oh shit. So there will be some type of reveal. Misty saw what was on the phone. It made her gasp. So there's something going on with that. I'm sure we'll find out.
Agree.
I think Walter is legit and just started really crushing on Misty for her Snope skills in the Reddit group. Yeah, I hope they get married. I hope everything's okay.
I hope they do for you too, Jan. Even though I'm like having a bad feeling about Walter.
I was all about that up until this season. This season, I'm like, dude is sus.
Yeah.
I was all about them being like so legit, and now I'm just
Both
like
so similar, but now
no.
I'm like, maybe they're similar in all the wrong ways.
Right, and all the like and intentional ways that are not real. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
genuine.
It's great to hear you, Susie.
Susie C Show, and now you're in the Discord, and we can talk all the
It's an
time.
awesome name.
It is a great name.
Yeah,
Excited to be here, my Yellowjackets peeps. We're excited to be here with you. Nat died, Eddie Jones says. Lottie was shot on a cult compound where a cop died with a state senator present. That would be in the news. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
You're correct.
Misty
Maybe
said
Nat
it was in the news.
Yeah. I believe we even saw news reporters show up
Mhm.
in that scene. Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe Nat leaves unexpectedly and does the 6-day hike, but she doesn't know where the fuck she's going, Jesse. That's the only thing I
She'd
have.
have to just take a risk on like one, and I don't know if she would take that.
Right.
Yeah. Whose heart do we think gets eaten? I saw an interview and Tawny Cypress came a spoiler for the episode saying it's got heart, and the promo for the season was "Eat your heart out." Oh, so
They're
you think
probably gonna eat whoever they hunt this season, right? Like at the end,
yeah, true.
the next
True,
hunt, they'll
true.
probably eat her heart. Ooh.
Totally left
I mean,
from
that'd
knowing
be
she would
gross.
take it. Yeah, I agree with that, and so does Fletch. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's not an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like so smart.
He's not an idiot.
I think
Maybe
he
even smarter
purposely
than her.
forgot the shavings too, just in case she needed some time. He's like, just in case she doesn't look at the phone right away, how can I buy some time? Oh, I'm just gonna not put the garnish on her drink. He's not the
Right.
forgetful type. He is so neurodivergent. Like he's on the spectrum. Of course he knows what he's doing. Please.
100%. I mean, do we even trust his thing with the DNA test? He could have been lying, right? Or did he show her like proof? And even that he could have rigged. He's smart.
Yeah, I don't know if he showed her proof until she got there and she was so focused on the phone. We didn't see that interaction. I don't know if he's just lying. We don't know.
He
But
could have
that
just
is a
said
good
that,
point. It
right?
could be another red herring. That definitely could be. Good
I'm
point.
logging into the Instagram on my computer so I can show that message that was sent to me by Amanda, I believe. Wasn't it Amanda?
Yeah.
Yes.
Update
I'm seeing a few.
password.
A lot of people think Akil is going to show up. I hope so.
I know. I really hope so.
They're going
All
to
right,
leave
let
us
me
on
go
that
back.
cliffhanger. Yes.
Okay. All right. I have it pulled up. Here we go.
Yes.
Present.
Let's see.
Share screen. Window right here. So this is what Amanda wanted us to see. Can you guys see it? Is it big enough? Is it bigger now?
Yes.
I could see it.
the Mad Trapper cabin guy. My theory is that he was a Robert Henson type serial killer who would bring women to his cabin with his Cessna, confine them in the pantry, then release them to hunt them down and eat them. To me, the sigil has always looked like a woman in a gown impaled with a stake with a hook for hanging or draining. Mari's vision of the blood seeping out of the walls with the sideboard, hacksaw, and cooking pot in view adds to my theory, or to that theory. The sliding lock of the outside of the pantry door suggests he was probably confining people in there. The lock was installed high up instead of at chest level, as those types of locks are usually installed, which suggests that maybe he installed it to keep them out of the reach of someone short who he might be convinced to let whoever he had locked up out. That's my theory. I'm sure the writers have something far more warped and morbid in mind.
No, I think that's crazy and awesome.
Yeah, I definitely
Very
think the
good.
cabin guy was a serial killer. I have that in some Discord. We were going with it. I think it was in Scarlet Fever, but I think that he was definitely a serial killer. That's what I said. But I thought he was just randomly up there. I definitely didn't make the connection that theory makes, and that is awesome. Yeah. I really kind of like that. But
do you think there could be more cabins?
What happened?
Do you think there could be like more cabins maybe? Because like maybe that girl comes from somewhere else and not even someone they're meaning to hunt, and she just falls in and they're like, what the like, where'd she come from?
It could totally be like she's somebody, like if there's other serial killer hunts, because it kind of looks like, you know, like
why is she in a gown?
That will still, like that's a serial killer hunt. So definitely, and that's another girl running in falls. I mean, that could be. That would be a huge twist. The pit was dug there before. I'm like, who would dig a pit in the cabin? And the guy, like, and then we had talked about the pantry. So the connection was how the door closed on Shauna, just like the pantry, the lock was busted and you couldn't get out from the inside. So he made that connection. And it was ironic that she happened to see Jackie in both locations when, you know, you can't get out. And that would be somebody that's captured, because Jackie's spirit and forever will be in those woods. It's never going to escape. And that was another thing. Somebody said that the It is just building with all the dead bodies. It's like all the terrible things are just rolling into one big It. Like it started with maybe the cabin guy that they didn't realize, but then Jackie added to that spirit, and it's just one big giant.
Yeah, every time they got somebody,
kind of a thing.
Yeah, because I mean, Hobby was young. He went. Sorry, Dan, you go.
I'm just thinking, we got over 100 people watching right now. Should we do a giveaway?
Yes.
Yeah. Over 100.
Yeah. Do a giveaway. What's up?
What should we give away? A shirt?
Yeah, sure. Because it's going to be like spring or summer. People would prefer, right? Over a sweater.
All right. Let's do, if 5 people donate, one of the 5 will win a shirt. It can be $1. It can be $1. It doesn't have to be a high donation. But if 5 people donate $1, I'll give away a shirt. One of our Cinemator shirts.
Yes, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, everybody. Really appreciate
do what Sarah says.
I dropped the link. Thank you guys for showing up and coming through.
Right? That's so awesome.
Yeah,
I'm reading a lot of good ones too. I can't even read all of them.
I'm with you, Smart Carlot. Sorry, I hope I said that right. I really want Akila to show up too. Yeah, I know they're saying that this season finale is going to have a lot, so we'll see.
Is it like any longer? Like than the other ones, or is it the same amount of time?
I thought it was the same amount of time, but I know they said it's going to be the 2 or 3 actresses that they interviewed said that this was an epic cliffhanger, like a bigger cliffhanger that we've ever seen on Yellowjackets before, and that there is no possible way they won't have another season because of the epic cliffhanger. So I mean, I hope they're not just like gaslighting us, and it's like, I hope it really is like we're gonna be like, oh my god. So I know it was at all city bank. Somebody said it before. They hope that it's not gonna be like
a letdown,
death or anything like that. I don't want another fake death, but another survivor that they didn't know about that maybe had separated from them. Maybe they got rescued and that person didn't. Something of that. So
how long
we'll see.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm with you on that cliffhanger.
Misty, he didn't look disappeared. He didn't look.
Surprised.
Disappointed.
Yeah.
I didn't think so either. He kind of was like, she took the bait and walked away.
Or like she fucking left without me. I don't know. I guess you could say he really just wants to do it with her. So he was hoping she did find something on the phone so they could go investigate together, but he should have knew better. She was done with his shit.
Yeah, he fucked over.
So done with him.
He fucked over Syracuse when he killed that cop. I forget that cop. Kevin. He killed Kevin.
He killed Kevin.
Yeah. Walter really looked like a bad guy when he saw Misty had left with the phone. See, people are both. They're split. People are split on
Right,
it.
people are.
That's
split.
how I felt. I felt like he had like an evil, like his whole everything about him changed. Like when he took his sip, he just looked like not good. It looked evil.
The way he just sipped the martini and kept it moving.
Yeah, and I agree. He didn't look surprised.
No.
Get the likes up. Listen to Chris.
That's right. Get the likes
Oh
up.
shit! Oh shit! We got the super chats rolling in. We have
super chats.
1,
Come on
2,
in, give away.
Nicole, Vanessa, Monica, and Rachel. One more, and we give away a shirt. One more.
Come on, guys. Come on,
One
girls. Come on,
more.
guys and girls.
I will pull up the
So,
shirts.
I almost
Travis,
want to
the
answer
only
a
one who
poll to
ate
the
a
chat, but what do you think Misty's gonna find? Let's get a little bit more specific. What do we think Misty's seeing on that phone that Walter clearly either planted or already knew was there?
Maybe Callie, like a phone call to or like a phone call received from Callie, because it's Lottie's phone, right?
Right.
So I'm thinking maybe she sees a missed call from like Callie or just a regular call, and she sees how long they spoke or something, or maybe they texted and Lottie shared her location. Like Callie's like, "Where are you at?" So I'm going with that.
Or I'm thinking that she sees a picture, but I like that. I think the most obvious is like a phone call or a message. I'm like, what if she sees a picture? But
all right,
you want to read Spanko Pinder?
It's giveaway time. We have.
Oh.
All right, who wants to be the bookkeeper real quick? Who's gonna write down the names? Anybody got a pen?
Of course, I got a pen. I'm a teacher. When do I not have a pen?
I don't have a pen. How terrible!
Write down Nicole C, Vanessa, Monica M. Let me know if you're good. Giveaway. We're giving away a t-shirt. I'll show you guys the options too.
Nicole C, Monica M, and who? I missed one in between. Vanessa.
Rachel T.
Rachel T.
Yamez.
Ooh, hi, Yamez.
Hey, Yamez.
Big Heck.
Hey, Big Jen Hive.
I love that.
And Aaron, aka Sour. Walter was not surprised when Misty disappeared. I agree.
He was not.
And Margaret. How many people is that?
Margaret
Tsunami.
Tsunami in China.
Okay. So here is your options. Jen, count to 37 and keep going 1, 2, 3, 4, and keep going through the names. Whoever's 37th wins the t-shirt.
All right. Ready? Nicole, Vanessa, Margaret, Monica, Yemez, Rachel, Big Heck, Aaron. Nicole, Vanessa, Michael, Rachel, Big Heck, Yamez, and Aaron. Nicole, Vanessa, Margaret, Monica, Rachel, Yamez, Big Heck, and Aaron. Nicole, Vanessa, Monica, Margaret, Rachel, Yamez, Big Heck, and Aaron. Nicole, Vanessa, Monica, Rachel, Yamez, Margaret, Big Heck, and Aaron. Nicole, Vanessa, Margaret.
Margaret wins.
Woo! Tsunami won.
Margaret. All right, Margaret. Pick a shirt. You can have any shirt you want. If you want, you can get a hoodie. I don't care. Just let me know what you want. This is the link to get
sweater.
To get here. If you go to our store, click on anything, and then click on all products. You can see our Christmas stuff is still up. I got to take that down and put it back up next Christmas season.
Those shirts I just got that shirt. It's so soft.
Which one?
That one. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'm getting this one next paycheck.
That's the one that's soft, like you said, like it's like jersey material, right?
Yeah.
It's like super soft.
I'm liking the tie-dye.
Thank you everyone who donated, and Margaret, you win.
Margaret.
So let me know what you want. You're in the Discord, you say, so you could always just tell me which one you want in the Discord. Amanda, you keep rolling in. Thank you. Thank you, Amanda. Congrats, Margaret. Thank you. Congrats for winning. Let us know what you want. You know how to get to the store. Get in contact with me, and I'll send you. I'll get you a shirt. Everyone's being nice to Margaret. No one's jealous that she won. Yeah.
Aw.
I said it really loud. I kept going through the names. So
yeah.
I hope no one's in a disagreement. You can go back to the rewatch and count with me. I mean,
Do a poll about what, Chris? About who would win? That's too late.
Too late.
Margaret won, unless you're talking about something else. Wait,
you want to
Discord
do a
message.
poll for let us know if there's any questions you want us to put a poll up so we can kind of get a status of where the chat stands on how they feel.
Mr.
Mhm.
Black Bond has joined the Discord.
Woo!
Woo!
Yes, he has
Do you
good
think-
theories.
Do you think that Melissa might have been hunting for the past 25 years?
Maybe.
Possibly, yeah.
Do you think Alex knows? Like Ty, like I went back because I had posted something on TikTok with the video, and Ty was like, her family's gonna be home. They're gonna know soon. And I thought like Melissa just ran out the house,
Dipped
left her
out.
body there. Like, so
She didn't give a fuck. She
how
went from
much
being a
can I-
family girl.
a normal life, my ass. Bitch, ain't normal.
I don't
But
know
I'm
if I-
with you. Like, so I want to know, does Alex know? Like Shauna was like, she doesn't even told everybody their real life and blah blah blah. So, or
she
maybe
does
Alex
know.
found out and Melissa doesn't even know that Alex knows.
Oh shit.
I mean, how much
Okay.
can you keep hidden in your own house? There's nothing that, I mean, you better dig a hole that I don't dig up, but there's nothing.
Yeah,
in your
right.
house that
Girls
you
can
won't
find
gonna
out anything. Yeah.
I don't think I can do a poll on here because I don't pay for this site, so I don't think I can do a poll. I will pay for this site eventually if we live stream more.
Wait,
Back to the Crystal talk too. Cast members have confirmed she was real. Yeah, I'm with you there.
okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm
Thank you,
with that.
champion.
Yeah, 100%.
People in the chats, they always figure things out. I know when I'm in the chats and lives, we always figure it out.
W
right?
Margaret. Yeah, Margaret with the win. You can have whatever you want from the merch store. You can have get a hoodie. I don't care.
Yes.
Get a hoodie. But if you wait till the 15th, that's when I'm getting paid from. The 15th and the 21st, we got payments coming from YouTube. So I will definitely get you it very soon. Just decide what you want and let us know.
Yeah.
What just happened? I might be retiring. What just happened? Just so you guys know, might be retiring.
No.
But maybe not. Maybe not, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, we have changed our style on YouTube. We don't do a scene by scene breakdown anymore. We do, how would you say it, Felicia? Just kind of
Go with the flow. Chat like your
Yeah.
favorite parts that you feel were like
yeah.
big in the episode or stuck out to you, made you laugh.
Right.
It's different. And let me know what you think about the new format. I think it's fun.
It's still a little bit of
Super Chats
both,
coming in.
right? Oh
It's still-
yeah.
We still do a general
Basically
recap.
talk about everything. Yeah.
It's just not
Yeah.
it's just not scene by scene anymore. That's all.
More of a
Yeah.
kind of like you're just chatting with your friend about the episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We'll pick and let you know. Thank you. Yeah. I was doing that style for like 2.5, 3 years, and I was like, I want to try something different. So it's been fun.
And most of the people I think that we see that come to the channel, they've watched the show. So
Oh,
I think they
Rickard.
really come in more to hear like if they have the same favorite moments that like we have, and they kind of
Right.
just like it's like a virtual couch that you just sit on and just like shoot the shit about what you just watched. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what attracted me to this, this channel and made me love you guys. So that's kind of
Same.
like the vibe that I think.
Look at
that
this.
might be out.
There's 4 people disagree with each other. I enjoy the new format, but prefer scene by scene, says Rickard Red.
Oh,
I like it, but still like what just happened. Fletch says love the new format, and Susie likes the new format. So okay.
Hey.
right.
I'm not saying it's gone forever. I'm not saying it's gone forever. If we decide to do a scene by scene format, the video will start by me saying what just happened. That's how you know the difference of
Mhm.
what style it's going to be. It's not gone forever. I'll do what just happened again. I will.
Oh
Some of
yeah.
the more complicated shows, though, like you need a scene by scene, and some of the other shows, like White Lotus, that you did by yourself, Dan, that was easy. Like you pick out your favorite scene to go scene by scene because it kind of jumps all over the place. It's easy
True.
the
Yeah.
way you did it, and it kind of is more succinct because when you're thinking about the character, you're not thinking about the character was here and then I have to skip 3 scenes. You just think about everything that character did in that entire
Right.
episode.
Yeah, exactly.
So it really kind of depends on the material, and a lot of the new shows that have been coming out and a lot of the stuff, it's either like this mystery box that we need scene by scene, or it's
Like
this
from-
psychological trauma. I want to say more than drama,
Yeah.
drama,
Trauma,
where like you
drama.
want to talk
I
about
love
your
that.
favorite, most impacting scenes because it's about fucking trauma between
Exactly.
Severance and this. I'm like, oh my god,
Big Heck just
Mhm.
likes the catchphrase. So
It is a
you just
good
want-
what
catchphrase.
just
you
happened?
just want me to
What?
say it every now and then. Okay. Little
Just want me to
tidbit,
say.
little tidbit for you guys. Billy actually came up with that. If you guys know,
Oh,
if you guys
I
know
didn't
who
know
Billy
that.
is,
That's so cool.
What are the reality guys?
not
Shout
retired.
out
Rickard
to
Red.
reality.
I changed my
Shout
mind. I'm
out.
not retiring it. I'm not retiring it. I'm just doing. We're doing 2 different styles now. How about that? Is that okay? 2 different styles.
Can you just say it for the chat just one time for those that love it?
say
Just
it right
for
now.
them. Go ahead.
What just happened? Yeah,
It's so
Yeah.
good.
What
I've
just
said it.
happened?
I've said it like 500 times on this channel so far.
so
Okay,
good.
we saw that one. Where we at? Hanging out chats in the videos y'all post after the show that are like discussions. Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Exactly.
We got a new guy, new person, Rhonda. Just got here. I apologize. Who do you think Pit Girl will be? Aren't we kind of agreeing that it's Mari?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between Mari, yeah. I was on Team Hannah before, but now after the last episode, I'm kind of jumping back to Mari. But I think the general consensus is it's either one of those two. Certain people
Yeah.
will lean more to the other. I think we today kind of were like more Mari, but it's been in the air between the two.
I agree. Maybe this next episode will change our minds. We'll see.
Right. It's harder in
Can't
this show
wait.
to distinguish because they've changed actors and actresses. Like you can't go back and watch those fine details because it doesn't matter. So we just have to
Right.
just think about it. No detective work. Just
Yeah.
hang in there.
And their hunts are
Oh.
usually random, you know? Like it
Amanda.
could be anybody.
I saw Heretic. Sophie Thatcher has a hell of a career ahead of
I
her.
haven't seen that.
She has a career ahead of her. I want to see Companion. Literally was just talking to my wife about that like 3 hours
I feel
ago.
left out. I didn't see that.
That's
That's Nat,
good.
though, right?
It's
It's
Love
on Matt.
Companion, right?
Just Companion.
Oh no, I didn't see that. I saw Lover's Companion or something popped up.
Just
But
Companion.
Heretic
It's-
was crazy. Oh my god,
Heretic
that was
was
I need to
good.
watch it.
That's on Max. So anybody wants to watch Heretic, it's on Max. So Sophie Thatcher, young Natalie, is one of the stars in it. She does a
Mhm.
great
Yeah,
job.
she's good. All of her
Yeah,
crying
she is.
scenes, I'm like, wow. She's
Great
so
job.
good.
Yeah.
And just to give you guys an update, we're gonna end in around 25 minutes. So get your final theories in.
Oh,
That'll be around 2 hours, and the video for the finale will be out tomorrow around 5 p.m. Yeah.
I'm gonna say is I hope Misty doesn't die, or I'll be rioting.
Yeah, Misty can't die yet. She needs to make it
I
into the
like her.
final.
And then if it ends up,
chapter.
imagine Walter offs her, I'll be so upset. I don't
Chris,
think
you'll
he
figure
would,
out-
but I mean,
You'll figure out the Discord, Chris. It's there's on the side there's like different what am I trying to say?
channels, threads.
Categories.
He-
Yeah.
Did he just send a screaming sticker like ah?
I didn't know what Discord was either, but you get used to it. You learn it pretty quick.
My students would talk about Discord all the time, and they would say that they play video games on it. You could stream. I would see it all the time, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm getting old. I'm not that cool enough to be on Discord." Now I have
No.
more channels on Discord
Fuck
than
yeah.
my students. And they're like, "Yo, Miss, how you get all this cred from? Why you dripping like that?" I'm like, "All right, talk English." Even though it's insane. But I'm like, "Oh wait, you didn't know? I invented that. Don't act like you knew."
Billy and Xander were on the Lost thing during from. And they'll both be back on the channel. They'll both be back on the channel. I believe Billy's making a video with us this week coming up for
And
the last
Xander
load.
checked in before earlier when we first came on. They're still definitely a part of the channel. They're seeing invaders through and through.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Where am I at?
Misty won't die until the show ends. Same
Oh,
with
I see that
Shauna.
from
I
Jesse.
agree.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I got to fill my water up. What comment do you want me to pull up here for you guys to talk about?
Well, we got it on our phone, so I mean, oh yeah, we can't get on it.
That's a good one. I'll be right back. I'm filling my water
Let's
up.
see. If Melissa is as wilderness pilled as she seems, it could be Hannah is somehow saved from the jaw or in a position of power, which could explain the draw to Alex, aside from trauma. Similar to I'm sure they have another part. Let's see.
Similar
Lottie
to
looking
Lottie
at
looking.
Callie
Yep.
in awe because she's powerful. I mean, yeah, Lottie obviously saw something in Callie that like made her even put the necklace on her in the first place, right? I feel like that was not innocent and it wasn't like I
Right.
don't know. Like I think Shauna was right to be a little annoyed by that.
Well,
Because she's like, why the
yeah.
fuck would you put that on my kid? What are you trying to say? And
It's
maybe
not like
Callie
she's
took that
next
as
in line. Right,
yeah, I didn't
especially
like
because
that.
when Lottie was like, "Oh, she's powerful," I'm like, "But didn't you put that on the pit girl? So how can it be the person that's gonna die, but then the person that's powerful?" I felt someone was lying in there, but the fact that oh my god, I just lost my train of thought. The fact that what was I gonna say? That
Lottie.
Lottie Nottie, no, that Hannah killed Cody. So I was like, she technically sacrificed and gave blood to the wilderness. That's what made me change my thought of Hannah being pit girl. I'm like, she can't be
Okay.
pit girl. She just sacrificed to the wilderness. And Ty was talking about how you got to give to the wilderness, and they
Oh, it
all
wouldn't
agreed with
pick
that.
her.
So I was like, then it's got to be Mari. That's what made me switch. And I almost forgot to mention that. Thank you so much, Butterpats. Like, and I had mentioned it already that I thought I shifted. I shifted from Hannah to Mari. But one of my other things that I wrote in my notes that are somewhere upstairs was that Hannah already sacrificed Cody to the wilderness. So she's going to be scot-free. There's no way
the
they
wilderness
throw her in
fucks
a
with her
girl.
now.
But then King Nirvana's thought that every hunt is different with a different Antler Queen. I'm like, just because Hannah's not today's hunt, and today's hunt for tonight's finale is at night. And we all know that pit girls in the daytime, or at least at dawn. So I'm like, I don't think they're chasing somebody all night long. They ain't got time for all that. They're already pissed.
Yeah, I don't think they
chased,
could
like
one
Hannah
person
and
could
Cody that
outrun.
far.
Yeah.
So I think the hunts are pretty quick. So I just think that Pit Girl is another hunt that we're going to get in another season. And that the hunt that we get today, Hannah is safe. Like there's no way that she's going to get murked out now. So
I agree.
And I know I'd pose this for him, like, what the hell could Mari have done for them to hunt her down, being that she's part of them? But if
she's innocent,
Hannah and Natalie can align some bullshit story to make it sound like, oh, Mari gave me the knife, and Hannah's like, yeah, you gave me the knife. Mari's like, no, I didn't. It was not. And that's like, no, I didn't. You gave it to her, like just by perhaps like circumstance, their story aligns, and Mari's gonna get thrown under the bus for tonight's hunt. I think Mari's done. But I don't. Oh, sorry for whatever pit girl is going to be tonight's hunt. I think is somebody else, and that's going to be a done deal.
And we don't know.
And
who
I
that's
think that might be a Jen or somebody else.
Jen.
I was going to say Jen. I think Jen dies in the finale.
I say Jen because we haven't gotten so much, but we've gotten enough.
Yeah, I think Jen dies in the finale.
Jen dies tonight for tonight's hunt. Pit girls next season.
I'm with you that Mari is pit girl. Swanko. I'm with you there. Swanko.
Yes,
Pinder.
we agree.
Are you?
But I see she runs in by accident.
Are you related to Brad from Canada? Let me know. Team Misty. Me too.
Oh yeah, Team Misty.
Lottie looking at Callie in awe because she's powerful. Yep, we talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
Cody's background is sus. Something will come up about it this episode, I think. Yeah.
I agree. He's
said Eric Chung. He was like, I don't know. I got it at a thrift store. No, I think
he's lying. Yeah.
I wonder if Kodiak is related to Walter. We keep thinking he's like Edwin because they're dressed alike and they're both neurodivergent, but maybe that's just an act that Walter has because he knows what Edwin was like. Maybe he's really related to Kodiak. Maybe Kodiak's gotten so much money that he's been like stuffing it in a mattress from all of these like private hikes, and Walter just invested it well and is like out for revenge. I'm just saying, like everybody thinks he's related to Edwin. I think it'd be a big twist if Walter is part of everything, that he'd be more related to like Kodiak.
Yeah, that would be awesome too. I need Walter to be something crazy.
For all the new people, I just have to show you this clip because I think it's so funny.
Oh, that's solid.
That's a solid piece.
That's a solid piece.
Justin Thoreau does have a solid piece. So I'm shooting down the theories that they would be rescued this episode. Me too, Autumn. 100%.
Yeah, too soon.
Hannah Shirley beats the pit, and we need to see her and Jen get close. Oh, that's true.
Oh, right.
So Jen can't die yet. That's true.
So it can't be Jen, Melissa, well, obviously, and Hannah, right? Because they need time to get close. So it has to be one of the other girls. Time.
So maybe it's a rando.
Aquila.
Yeah.
Oh, there's what? There's still like 16 people there. We were counting. I was counting the other day. There's
I forget some of the side girls.
Somebody said in the comments like an hour ago, it's going to be a bloodbath in season 4. There's still so many people to kill when there's only 8. I think there's still like 16 girls there. When we started this season, there was 21 with Coach. Now we've lost how many people? Like there's still mad people that need to be like
right. So it's going to be someone random maybe that we don't really care about.
Don't really give a shit about is going to be, I think, tonight's hunt.
But then I don't know. Then that won't get me like excited.
Oh,
or,
but
like,
but listen, if they're gonna make it that somebody that we've only basically seen their face and not maybe heard a lot of dialogue from, that just means everything else is gonna be fucking crazy. And we're all amped up about the hunt, but it's just a regular another hunt. Right?
yeah,
It's
the
just
shit in
another
like
regular
current
hunt. It's
time is
not the
probably
pit
gonna
girl
go.
hunt. It's not anything.
Yeah,
It's somebody just like all big all city big I said, somebody just Van's gonna make them draw a card. It's just gonna be one of the randos that we haven't seen. It's just gonna be a real hunt. But all the other information we get tonight, that's gonna be the crazy shit that's gonna lead
yeah,
to
like
season
the current
4.
time stuff. I think too is gonna
Yes.
be what's wild.
I
Like
want to see
Ty.
Misty confront. I think Fletch and I were talking. I want to see Misty confront somebody about that, whatever she finds on that phone.
I
And I'm
can't wait.
hoping it is a setup. It's true, but still a setup. Like, what if
Yeah.
Walter like added to it to make sure Misty finds out?
Walter knew she was going to go
And goes.
snooping.
Because
He knew
100%.
she was going to go snooping. He was perfectly okay with her seeing whatever it was. That's
Right.
what I'm sure about. Jackson, you are new to the chat. I'm going to read your comment. I believe Van is going to rate the cars for the hunt, and I believe the hunt is going to be Hannah. I believe she died this episode. I don't believe they're getting rescued. It's too early. Way too early for them
Way
to get
too early.
rescued. But they did say that Jen and Melissa got close with Hannah. So I think Jen, Melissa, and Hannah, obviously Melissa survives. I think we need time for them to get close because they said that in the car that they
Right.
get close.
They
So
do
that's
get
where I'm
close.
at with that. Eddie Jones, they should be saved on a random episode, not a mid-season or year-end finale. Yeah, that would be cool, but I think
We've already seen pieces of it, right? They'll always keep like flashing, giving us a little bit at a time.
Yeah. Callie did confront Lottie about the necklace. That's true. Autumn, there's a theory that Antler Queen is Jackie. Like imagined. And if that's true, necklace could mean Callie is powerful and will become Antler Queen. Okay.
Okay,
like
wait,
that.
on Antler Queen topic, we were talking about how Antler Queen could just be like their own hallucination and she's not actually real. People have
Right.
pointed out that I haven't seen this myself, so I don't know, fact check, that like the hands of Antler Queen are like not human-like and they're more like witchy, like long and like weird. I have not paid attention to it, but wouldn't that be crazy if she was just like not real?
Well, who's seen Antler Queen besides Lottie?
I don't know.
Let's read Xander's comment real quick. Like
hey, Xander, you're still
the
here.
stream,
Like
you
the
nerds.
stream. That's right.
Please.
Like the stream. Subscribe, please.
Susie
Hey, Jessie said
agrees.
she likes my mic. Thank you.
I don't see that comment, or I'd pull it up.
It's like 9:39. What time is it? Yeah, it was a couple minutes ago. But thank you.
Yeah, it is
It
cool.
changes
Oh, there it
color.
is. Jesse, I like your mic. Yeah, it is cool. All right, where
Read
am
Jason's comment.
I? Tell me the time it was. It's easier to find it with what time it was.
9:40.
It's the
That one.
third comment from the bottom. That's all I know because there's no timestamp on what I can see on my phone.
Jason or Jackson?
Or Jackson.
Jackson,
'Cause I see
sorry.
one that says I believe Ty or Van.
Yes.
Okay, that's at 9:40, Dan.
9:40.
Says I believe. Yeah, that one.
I believe Ty or Van are going to manipulate Hannah to be picked as the hunt, and Hannah will be pick girl. I also believe it's too early. Yeah, 100% agree. Yeah,
100.
if it's an extra jacket, that's funny. Who gets killed? That'd be kind of boring. Yeah, I think it might be an extra jacket though. Might be.
I think it's an extra jacket. I love that term. I am going to totally steal that forever, Autumn. That is awesome. All the
Extra
extra
jacket.
jackets versus the yellow jackets.
I think Eric Chong was Hannah's boyfriend, Alex's dad, who plays Alex's half the ethnicity of Eric. I think that's why Hannah didn't mind killing him. Cody killed Eric. Yeah, I could see that being true. I don't think it's Mary. I think she's the one that showed the pit to Travis, or it's implied, right? Yeah, I don't think it's Mari either. That's gonna get killed. I did for a second, but not anymore.
And that's tonight. I don't think we're gonna get well, I don't think the hunt is gonna be a major character. Let me say it that way. I can't say another character's not gonna die tonight, but in the hunt that they have, I don't think it'll be a major character.
Yeah.
So Thorsby says 12 girls, 1 Travis and Hannah. So 14 people left. That's what,
Okay,
that's
good.
what
Okay, so we're losing
I
a
was gonna
lot.
say, I
in the
think we
next
started.
two.
Yeah, we started the season with either like almost 20 girls, maybe like
Yeah.
18 or 19.
And
but
then
something
plus like the
that.
guys. Yeah.
14
Rob-
people left, 8 shown left in the play. Thank you, Robert Patterson. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we've got
That's a cool
6 more
name.
deaths. I don't think we're gonna get all 6 slain tonight. I really don't. That would be epic and awesome, but we wouldn't have anything else to have really for season 4, let alone a 5. Maybe they could stretch it out of 4. So I think we get maybe a death or two, or maybe a death and a lot of reveals. And then season 4 will maybe start with the death like Pit Girl and then continue on.
I would love that.
I love this comment too. Yeah, I honestly wouldn't be shocked if Shauna won't send her own daughter in the end. I think it might be the other way around.
I want Callie to kill Shauna. I know that's really awful and I shouldn't say that, but I do. I want her to take her out. Fucking sweet.
Yeah.
And I hope Jeff wants to stop Callie, but then looks at Shauna and is like, fuck it. Go ahead, Callie.
I hope Jeff doesn't die, and that's why they've made us love him so much this season. They do that on TV.
They did. They really tried to make us like him, which it worked for me.
It worked.
Yeah, I like Jeff now. Lottie said it never meant what you thought it meant about the necklace. Could be related to Antler Queen. Also, I like the stream. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Forever Autumn.
That's true.
I think Lottie said that just because she's a twat. Xander says he's not liking this season.
Where'd you say that?
Where'd you say
9:43.
I gotta get this time thing up.
All of this stuff with the older versions.
All the stuff with the older versions so boring. I just want forest vibes. Okay.
I mean, I prefer the forest too, but I do find the current timeline stuff pretty crazy. But I do love the flashbacks more.
So I want somebody to go back to the freaking wilderness. I was hoping that it would be. I really kind of wanted Ty to go back there and maybe Shauna and be killed by Callie in the woods. But I do want them all somehow to go back to the wilderness. So I'm hoping that somebody's death, may it be in vain or not, brings them back to the wilderness, at least for season 4. I mean, as adults. I mean, I want them to go back to the wilderness.
Yeah, me
as
too.
Adults.
100%. I agree. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Maybe that's the full circle thing. Maybe they do go back.
Maybe that's the
end of this episode. Oh shit! What if it is?
Oh, that's the meaning of the title. Yeah.
There goes full circle. So maybe they do go back. Not to give away. We've seen the trailer, right? The trailer is out there.
I have not.
Okay, so then maybe I won't say anything from the trailer. We don't see much, but there's something that could imply.
A few things implied. Yeah,
that could imply the wilderness is coming. I don't know if they'll make it there here, but it's coming.
It never left, I think.
We got 13 minutes left in the stream. Get your final theories in. Thank you guys. Butter Pats, who wants to read this one?
I think Antler Queen is how that thing is presenting itself to them. Also, Nat has confirmed seen her too. They've slowly been showing the pieces of her outfit on the girls in the past 2 seasons. I have to go check that out. I've been kind of looking for clothes, but it's hard. Because they switch clothes and trade clothes off. So I have to see about the pieces of the outfit because I find that hard to track because they all share clothes.
The random spawning Yellowjacket NPCs. I mean, they have to, though, right? There has to be random people in it every now and then, right?
Yeah.
It'd be funny to see a compilation if someone went through all of the seasons and found all of the random Yellowjackets and put them all in one video. That'd be a lot of work. It would be fun to watch. All right, who wants to read this one from Jean?
I'll do this one. Anna is Pit Girl. Whatever happened, all of the girls were guilty. Remember Shauna speaking to Melissa, telling her she was screwed up for killing her mom than being with her daughter.
Okay, Hannah's Pit Girl. A lot of people thinking that lately. We got a lot of that in the last video, in the comment section. Yeah.
It just thinks that it's not the same person who plays it in episode 1, because then you can maybe read body language a little bit or certain movements one actor does, but we can't at all because it's not anyone.
No, it's a different actress. They hired her for that one scene only and done and over with. So
I do kind of like it being someone random, like coming from somewhere else. Because I don't know how to explain the gown. Can someone explain that to me? Like why she would be in a gown? They don't have gowns.
Yeah, I think I saw somewhere before Sally said something like they strip her down, but they haven't really stripped her down like that before. Yeah. So what did Jessie have on here? She says Melissa holds a grudge due to Ty and Van rigging the cards, and she was picked at one point, and Hannah saves her and sacrifices herself in the process. I saw this out there that we already know that Van's going to be able to rig the cards. She's been practicing that in the episodes, playing with the cards. So she's going to rig it to save her ass and Ty's. So who's going to catch on to Van's magic trick of messing with the cards? I think we'll find that out here, and maybe that'll be a huge reveal to who Pit Girl is. I think that's definitely what Jessie's saying, and I agree that definitely could be. That'd be a great way for the writers to get that in.
Yeah. Chris is betting we find out what happened in the cabin in the finale. He's
I hope
manifesting
so.
it.
That's the
Yeah.
oldest question, in my opinion. The cabin and the guy. Who burned down the cabin? Who the fuck is
Yeah.
the serial killer?
I hate what they did to Ben too. Like it sucks that they used him because they thought he was their bridge to go home, and then when he dies, they actually have a bridge and they don't take it.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot. So he died for they tortured him for nothing.
And you know who's
Yeah.
the only one that noticed it? Fucking Natalie. Dude, when you said that her actor, or like the young Natalie deserves an award, the way she cried and poured out her heart and screamed, it was so moving to tears. Like you just saw all her pain, all her hard work and hope. It came and it was just fucking like just snuffed out. Like just
fucking Lottie.
Just like Melissa. Oh my God. Like when Misty like bashed the transporter, and we'll see now. Do you think, do you think Misty's actually going to fix the transponder?
She's going to try.
Their way home.
Do you think that she's going to do that as a redemption because everybody knows she fucking fucked up the black box?
Maybe.
Well, nobody knows because Crystal died and people think Crystal's fake.
All right. No one knows that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Xander says Jeff is the best.
I knew that.
Xander says Jeff is the best in the car rage scene. Wasn't he blasting "fuck the police" in front of the police station? I'm pretty sure that's what he was. I think he was singing that or listening.
I love
to
Jeff.
Song.
To be honest, Jeff's scenes
Jeff's
have
cool.
all the best music to it. Whoever like the composer is for this season.
When him and Callie were smoking, that's one of my favorite parts.
Dude,
like, I know it has nothing to do with everything else, but it's so good.
And the best 90s alternative rock music, dude. Chef's
Susie, this is true. They have a lot of clothes, and I saw a lot of people on Twitter making fun of. Now I know they do a good job casting the older actresses for the younger ones. Usually they do a good job, but I saw a lot of people making fun of Melissa, how it looks nothing like Hilary Swank, and I was cracking up because there was one tweet and it was like, this is not the same person with her fucking backwards hat on. Hilary Swank had her backwards hat on. They were like, "Oh, look, it's Melissa."
They probably went with who can act better more than like who.
They wanted the big name.
You know, they wanted Hilary
Swank.
Swank. Let's be real.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. Yeah.
Antler Queen Callie.
Antler Queen Callie, Big Heck says, "Okay."
Well, if she takes over like Lottie wants, I could see that happening if that's like
in the future,
one of the last scenes of the last episodes ever.
She could just keep it going.
Like she could be the one that keeps it going, like Lottie predicted. She's so powerful, as in you're going to be the next Antler Queen. I mean, that's definitely possible.
Yeah, I agree.
Butterpats, thanks for being here. This has been a lot of fun.
Oh, yay. Thank you.
Thank you. Make sure you hit the like button, join, subscribe.
Hilary Swank does not look anything like Melissa. Yeah.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, whatever. What are you going to do? I want to Hilary Swank. She looks great for a 50, man. Wow. Yeah, she does. Is she 50? Is she 50? That's crazy.
Holy shit, she's 50 already? Rockabye baby 50? Really? $1 Million Baby.
I honestly think this too, Chris. Adult Shauna looks nothing like younger Shauna. I
think she does when you see young, like the actress who played like Melanie when she's young. She's in this movie called But I'm a Cheerleader that I used to watch. Her young set, they kind of look similar a little bit. Voice-wise, no. But I think looks-wise, it's like the closest they probably could get for people who are actually not related. Because I think they don't look at if they look alike, you know, now as like when they're adults. It's more what did that actress look like at 16? You know, because we do change a lot.
You know, it's crazy. As a teacher, I see some of these, you know, kids come back. There's some kids that look exactly the same. And like there's kids that come back and maybe only in the eyes can you tell, but everything else, like they thinned out or thickened out. It's crazy. I guess it's like hit or miss, but some people look exactly the same from birth on to death. And
I still get
like, holy shit, that's what you turned out? No plastic surgery? Wow.
People still think I'm in high school sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
No one usually believes I'm a teacher. They think I'm a student. I'm like, I am your teacher. They're like, no, you're not.
Yeah. Yeah, you look too. But I give my ID to like get into places, and they didn't believe it one time. I was like, this is not a fake ID. Like, I'm really this old. I tried to show a picture of my daughter, like I'm a mom, but I realized that doesn't mean I'm old enough.
Are you on 16 and pregnant? Young Shauna was very present. That's true. When she was holding the Fletch over Melissa Turner, eat it. Yes, that's true. That is true. Yeah.
I almost forgot about this. How could I forget? So you know how we see that there's an evil tie? So maybe evil tie is there from like the generational curses. Do you think that each of the remaining character has an evil self or something that they kind of like snap into. Not so much a generational curse, but a schizophrenia, a multi-personality, a split personality, some type of bipolar disorder where they hear voices. Like there's so many different mental health conditions that can be like analyzed. And I was looking at them. I'm like, I wonder if the wilderness broke each of them, and each of them was broken slightly different. So we know Lottie was schizophrenic. What if Shauna is obviously like bipolar and like possibly
100%.
like has split personality, so she doesn't remember? Like, so I was like looking at all of them, trying to figure out like all these mental diagnoses, and I think I had worked it out. But Misty's my one person that I'm like,
she's just psycho.
She's just
she doesn't really feel empathy. Or like.
Misty's the most normal out of all of them, and I feel like that is so wrong to say, but she's the most fucking normal and consistent.
It's because she's just psycho, you know? Because Ty probably has like DID. So like, being just psycho is like the least crazy out of all of the
mental disorders. Yeah, so I think Misty is the most normal.
Yes,
I found it funny. Like Melissa was normal. I was like, Melissa's not normal. She's the most controlled.
Susie just said this, which made me want to look it up. Look at this. She does look like her.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That looks that's adult Shauna, right? Melissa, whatever her last name.
That's when she's
Melanie,
younger. Yeah.
She looks so much like young Shauna.
She's been acting for so long. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. She's like from like New Zealand or some shit.
Yeah.
New Zealand or Australia.
I like her a lot. I always find when I'm watching things, sometimes I see her. She's in Always Sunny. Do you guys remember?
Is she really?
The one that, Dee is like their surrogate. Like she's trying to be their surrogate. The people who have the pool, and then they all jump in the pool at the end.
I haven't.
It's an early episode. Now. Go watch it. Go watch it.
I know it now because I Googled it because I saw it online. I had to Google it. But I guess there's certain season of Always Sunny that I guess I watched more than others. So I didn't catch that episode. So I went back and watched it. And of course, when you go back and watch, you're like, oh yeah, I remember watching this now. But it didn't stand out as like a remarkable moment that I was like, oh shit, I remember that. I had to rewatch it for it to like trigger my old
She's always good
mind.
Yeah, no matter what she does, she's good. Even in little roles like that.
Yeah.
All right, Telly, we're closing up soon. I'm glad someone brought this up. Yeah, I do feel bad for Simone and Sammy because Ty did ditch them. But that 100%. Was evil Ty, though. It was evil Ty, though. She was in control. So she wasn't thinking about her family. That's the way I take it anyway. So, yeah.
Honestly, though, they're better off. Can we all agree that they're better off? I
think Simone's doing the right thing, considering like they found that stuff in the basement, you know? Like Ty isn't very innocent, and I think she could have like, you know, harmed the son, you know, over time. Mentally, not like physically. But more mentally.
Dark Lord thinks Walter is secretly a cannibal. Damn.
Oh, fuck. I mean, honestly, with this show.
Sammy does know the difference between good and bad Ty. He does.
Yes. Yeah. I think he's one of the only people that can see right through her besides Van, who's now obviously RIP dead. But I think Sammy can see through it. It's always that younger
He said it to her, right? The last time they saw each other, like, you're not my mom or something. What did he say?
Right.
Yeah. Are you not my mommy anymore or something like that?
You're not my mommy anymore. Are you not my mommy anymore? Yeah, Dan. Good night,
Britt Lauer was in. Good night, Fletch. I'll see you in Discord. Britt Lauer was in an episode of It's Always Sunny. Really?
I told you. Remember the one when they do like I watch this every night. When Dennis and Mac, they do like an Airbnb in their apartment. It's one of the newer episodes.
Yes.
Okay.
The gang gets romantic or something. I'm obsessed with this show, guys. Okay. I can probably tell you every episode.
Felicia pointed this out in Discord. I had to go back and watch it. I was like, oh my God, I didn't even catch it. Even now, like I knew what she was talking about. I was like, what? Like I know the episode, but I was like, I don't remember her ever being in there. I watched it. I was like, holy shit, that's her. Like you don't even like realize it because it was just an extra at that time.
Yeah, for one little episode.
Jacket.
Yeah, extra jacket.
Extra jacket.
Sunny.
Every night, I've watched it more than I care to admit.
My new show, I just started watching Parks and Rec at nighttime again.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec is funny. Adam Scott's in that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the best.
You ever seen Workaholics? I used to love
Fuck
Workaholics.
yes, man. That's the best show ever.
Workaholics.
I used to love that show. Yeah.
So good.
Are we getting a 2-hour finale? Yeah, I don't think so, but that would be dope.
Is it a longer finale? Let me look that up.
I looked it up. I didn't see anything. Maybe you can find it.
As of this morning, it wasn't anything extra, but nothing had been refreshed for like the last 2 weeks. So I don't know if they were waiting the last minute to post something.
I doubt it though. They haven't done that before, right? In the past, make it longer. So I don't think they would.
All right, I'm going through all the awesomeness of this. We got super chat member,
Yay!
4 members, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Ooh,
6,
yeah.
7, 8. A big one for Margaret, and she won. She did tip the most, and she won.
Nice.
That's a coincidence.
I've been doing that. Like, I say it to my daughter. She's like, "What are you?"
Thank you for all your generosity.
She's
I
like,
quote lines from all of these shows. Mike is like, "What are you talking about?" I'm
61
like,
minutes long. The finale is 61 minutes long. All right.
Thank you, Susie. That's what I thought. Normal.
Final thoughts, guys. We're closing up shop. Get your final thoughts in. What do you guys think?
I think we're gonna see Evil Ty taking over and hunting the shit out of Melissa. Whether she catches her, maybe that's the cliffhanger. You know, they leave us with her just catching on to Melissa, or she doesn't. We just see her going batshit crazy post Van's death. But I mean, obviously, there's gonna be a huge reaction from Ty, right? We didn't really get to see much.
Yeah.
You're going with what?
Thank you. Hold on, Susie. Thank you for becoming a member. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you in Discord. And yeah, the link is right on our post. I mean, you can see a members only post. Click that link. Join Discord. We'll have lots of fun in there. Yeah. What were you
guys saying? Did we hit our 50 members?
Oh shit! Now we have to do. Yeah, we did.
Member videos.
Yeah, you did. You've hit 50 members because we got like 5 from the Discord today.
Members only content coming soon. We could do it. Well, you're going away this weekend. We could do it next week.
I'll be back Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do our first one soon. It'll have a couple hosts, a couple people from Discord, and we're just gonna shoot the shit and put up like an hour-long chat, member-only videos. That's something that you'll get
if you want to see.
Yes.
You get that in addition to Discord. You'll get members-only content, unedited. Glad to have joined.
It's so fun getting to know everyone. Yeah, it's a lot of fun talking to everyone. We probably all like the same shows, so
yeah. And especially if I've been chatting with you in other Discords, you should know already that we all like the same shows and you already get the vibe. So it's all about chill and
Swanko, Xander's listening right now, so say it again for the people in the back. Always awesome live finale pre-show. Keep up the great theories. Always fun listening to you guys. Miss Xander. Do you hear that, Xander? Miss Xander. But Jen and Felicia are top tier. Yes, they are. Hopefully, finale is fire.
Thank you so much.
Finale will be fire. It's going to be great. And we'll have the video out by 5 p.m. tomorrow. So watch it early. Watch our video early. And then we'll be on to The Last of Us. And then we'll be on to more content once we figure out what the hell we're doing next.
Let us know what you guys want to see us cover next too. We all like the same stuff, but there's so
many Netflix shows are a little hard. I know a lot of people keep saying Netflix shows, but
we can do
they drop the whole season in one night.
I have an idea. A lot
of people want you. Yeah.
I'll take you too. We could do like a season talk about you.
We'll do something.
Yeah, we can do something like that. But I hate that they drop it all at once. It's so fucking annoying.
It sucks.
I think we should do discussions like 3 days after something drops. I think most people in 3 days, if they're going to binge the shit out of something on Netflix, will get through in 3 days.
And they just binge
discussion about like what our favorite moments are and stuff like that. Because like The Residence, there's a bunch of shit that is coming out on Netflix. That's amazing. Not The Electric. That was a shit show, which you did a great video about, by the way. So go check out the video.
The Electric State.
That was an amazing video because everybody was so hyped to watch it, and there was like a womp womp. So Dan did a great video on that. But
your husband's in the chat, Felicia.
So
you want me?
You guys are in the same house.
We're not.
That's allowed because you're the same household.
Soon, buddy.
Black Mirror
finale.
Susie, I have an idea for a Black Mirror episode. It is I'll give you a hint. It's a sequel to one of the other episodes, and a video is coming on that. I've talked to Felicia about it. I'm gonna do something. You'll see. Something from Black Mirror is coming out on the channel soon.
I'm reading this comment.
Hey, someone getting lucky. Baby number 2 on the way. Leaving work now.
Man.
Running home.
I cannot.
Nice. Woo, woo.
You guys, it's called sharing vessels, right?
You're sharing vessels.
All right, I think it's perfect with Corey saying that to end the video with this.
Yeah, if he doesn't make it home in time, I'm watching without him, by the way.
Corey's is bigger, right? Corey's is bigger.
I plead the fifth. But
Thank you two stay here for a minute. I gotta talk to you too.
Yes.
But hey, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the donations.
Thanks for coming up.
Margaret, you won something from our merch
T-shirt,
store.
or
let
sweater, hoodie, something.
Let me know what you want, and it's yours. Thank you guys so much for being
pink
here.
Sweater.
Thank you guys.
He's laughing. We want to do more live streams, just shooting the shit. We don't have to do it based on a TV show. So we'll definitely, if you guys are interested, let me know. We can do that. So,
yeah, and we can even cover content about shows that we just watched. I know we were talking about doing Severance off season from content off season.
Yeah.
People are putting in research to so we can just come out with different videos. We'll put stuff up. Definitely check our Instagram, the TikTok, Twitter. Hit us up, look us up, because we're definitely putting out a lot of content out there for you guys. And let us know what you want. We're here for you guys.
Thanks for being here. We love you all, and enjoy the finale and enjoy our video. Your first live stream, Jesse. Enjoy more.
Hey,
yay, Jesse, come back. Definitely. You were great. You had some great ideas, Jesse. Thank you for coming. Definitely.
Love you guys. Talk soon.
Enjoy the finale. Peace out.
Enjoy.